The views expressed on this Turnbuckle Tabloid live stream or Turnbuckle Tabloid podcast episode do not reflect the views, thoughts, or opinions of the Rageworks brand, including the Rageworks podcast network, Rageworks content partners, advertisers, and affiliates. Viewer and listener discretion is advised.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jay, the Red Santee, and just want to let you know that, yes, Olskey and I have finally caved in. We've got ourselves a Patreon. Yes, Turnbuckle Tabloid has a Patreon. Patreon.com/Turnbuckle Tabloid. We've done it. We said, fuck it. If you guys want to be a part of the show a little bit deeper, more in depth, intense, get more involved in the behind the scenes and be a part of the show in a more intimate and sensuous ways, why not pay for it? Go to Turnbuckle Tabloid's Patreon at patreon.com/Turnbuckle Tabloid. You guys can be a part of it. Check out the tiers, things that might be able to fit your needs when it comes to us here at Turnbuckle Tabloid. So guys, please help us out here. It helps us to build the product, better audio, better apps, better programs, and of course, helps us to build us to be a better podcast, although we're awesome as is. But still, regardless, your contributions, your shillings, your bits of change could help us to grow here at Turnbuckle Tabloid. So once again, patreon.com/Turnbuckle Tabloid. Be a part of the extravaganza and the ridiculous and buffoonery that is Turnbuckle Tabloid. Join us on social media and as well as all the podcasting outlets. And as always, enjoy the show.
Hey, this is Ep193, and you're listening to the Turnbuckle Tabloid. And if you don't listen, you're fired.
Turnbuckle Tabloid.
3, 2, 1.
Decision 2020, ladies and gentlemen. The people had to make it clear which one they wanted. And so far, it seems as though the response is clear. We had to make a decision. It's been neck and neck. It's been going on for days. And we finally get an answer. PS5 or the Xbox Series? Which one do we pick?
The 5.
Which one do we get?
PS5 2020.
Do we pick the PS5 or do we pick the Xbox Series? Oh, for the love of humanity, we must decide between these two spectacles of technology, the enhancements.
PS5 2020, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that in fact that we just elected a new president, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Finally. Decision 2020. It's finally here and the country has spoken. Does this mean Jay and Olskey stop their rants?
No.
Probably got 2 more in us.
No, because he's going to have to be dragged out of the White House by military.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Kicking and screaming like the bitch that he is.
That music went to different. That music flipped on the flip of a dime. It went from fuck out of here. What?
Our peoples who listen to this show and is probably tired of hearing the rant each and every week. I'm sorry, but
it's important.
And I'll be doing it again today. Yes, I'm going to do it one more time. Got to be doing it again today. But
it is official, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Biden has been elected the 46th president of the United States of America. Donald Trump refuses to concede, but the voices have been spoken. The voices are clear. America wants change. And Red, I know you want to go on, like you just said, you're going to go off. Please, I just want you to tell me, because we haven't talked about it, because I was talking to best friend and everything. What does this mean to you?
Nothing really. Just being.
I mean, nothing.
My thought
I
about
mean,
government is still the same. I'm still skeptic. I'm still skeptical about all.
But you have to have some sort of glee, a little bit of smile, a little.
Okay, this is what happened. Lying in bed, I came out of work. I told you to come around a certain time because I needed to rest. I was tired from work.
Yes, sir.
I was also waiting for super producer Sally to get picked up. So I got up around 11:20 because I was expecting her to come tell me that she's leaving. And from the living room, I hear the incoming votes from Philly.
Yep.
And he went up another 3,000. And I was like, okay, ready to turn over, ready to go back to sleep because super producer didn't tell me anything. Then all of a sudden you hear the music, CNN music, and
you know that music at this point.
Yeah, it's we have a report coming in, breaking news, and it's funny because CNN has been low key staying out of the projections. They want to make sure everything's done because of all the shit that this piece of shit has been doing to them all through his whole tenure, the whole 4 years. CNN has been staying low key. It was actually the other outlets like the Fox News and such that were doing the projections more. The APs were giving the projections. They were already giving him Arizona since like Wednesday and shit. CNN was like, "Nah, we're gonna chill. You don't say much."
They can't.
Then all of a sudden the numbers start coming in, and then boom, the projection came, and it was announced that he's projected to win the presidency, Biden. So I'm laying there, and the first thing that comes to me is, thank you, America, for proving me fucking wrong.
They proved you wrong.
There's nothing more satisfying to me than being right. I love being right.
Who doesn't?
That's my shit.
Who doesn't?
It's like scoring a fucking touchdown in the Super Bowl. But being proven wrong in the positive way is like scoring the winning touchdown.
Right.
In a football game.
Right. And you said it last week, please prove me wrong. That's all I asked, to prove me wrong.
So, I'm gonna give my negative fucking points about this, but before I do that, I'll just give the positive stuff. I laid there and I literally started welling up because
you got emotional?
I did, because this morning I was sitting there listening to TikTok. Why the fuck was I on TikTok? I don't know. I was fucking bored, I guess.
You're turning into a white girl like me.
Yeah, right. I was a 13-year-old white girl, and I go on there and I saw such a push from the white community in such a positive note on trying to educate their people about, they have no idea what oppression is. They don't know what it is to be segregated. They don't know anything about having to deal with fighting from beneath. They don't know anything about having pride in themselves, because you know what they were saying is, you guys were given everything. Now, granted, I know people who struggle when they're white and such like that. I get it, but there are those that they don't understand the fact that color of your skin automatically gives you a pass. It's hard to believe, but it's true.
It is true.
If I walk into a door with you somewhere, they're not following you in the store. They're gonna follow me.
Fact. I've witnessed it.
I've gotten white privilege fucking passes because of you.
Yeah, I mean, why am I around? No,
that's what I use you for. You're the white token. That's why I have you on the show. You're my white token.
Well, I'll take that with
no, but seriously,
pride.
And it was great to hear these individuals tell their fellow countrymen that our country is built on diversity, built on building up the next man, not sitting there and degrading someone because of their skin or where they come from. There's a young man who sits there on TikTok that I watched a few of his episodes, and he was talking about he loves combating the anti-right. I mean, the alt-right, the alt-rights and these supporters of God and country and all this. And it's like you're really forgetting what your constitution and your country was built on. And it's sad that we live in a society to this day that we have to be reminded of that. I have to look at my daughter and tell her that, yes, there are some horrible people in this world, but with that come the good people, and the good people came out to vote. Listen, you could get mad at me all you want. People have already said a non-voter is a vote for Trump. When I look at the opposite, a non-voter is a vote for Biden, whatever. But at the end of the day, I have my own issues with government. But I always enforce and tell people, go out there and vote. You do your due diligence. You go out there what this foundation is. Just because I have a right to vote doesn't mean I have to. Just because I have a right to own guns doesn't mean I do. Or maybe.
Wow.
Who knows? But that's the will of the people. You have that right for choice, and that's what this country is built on. And when you see individuals who don't understand and they don't get the foundations of why we fight so hard for the belief of what should be the standing of this country, it's a terrible thing. You know, the first thing that people tell you, well, if you don't like it, love it or leave it, pal. And it's like, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. It's not like me finding a new apartment. This is where we live at.
Yeah.
And for all you fuckers who are sitting there going, well, you know what? This is going to be a socialist state. No, it's not.
The amount of people I'm seeing right now on Facebook saying that we're doomed and that I have no mercy for the people who voted for this old pervert.
Codger, this old pervert with his QAnon fucking nonsense. Let me explain something to you clearly to you guys, and for you guys who listen to the show and still support us, even though you don't follow the beliefs. Because my beliefs, like I said, is not left, it's not right. It's what's right for the people. That's all I give a fuck about it. That's all I care about. But for you guys who listen to the show and you guys have your own firm beliefs on, and you know what? More power to you, because I listen to a lot of you people go at me on my personal social media page, and I've had conversations and I've had debates and I've gone back and forth with people, and I'm okay with having these conversations. To you, I'm not directing this to, because at least you guys still stood strong and listened to us, even though we will go on our rants. This is the ideology that I went with when I started seeing and hearing all these outsiders and talking this rhetoric about God and country and we have the right to bear arms. Socialism is not coming here, man. We can't even get a fucking healthcare system, and you really think socialism is coming here? We can't even get legalization of marijuana nationally, because honestly, what the fuck? We let people get drunk. We can't let people get fucking weeded. I mean, let's be real.
Well, that's changing. So,
well, that's state by state, but this should be a national. It should be national. It should be a national thing.
Cuomo said it's going to be illegal by the end of the year.
We can't even get free schooling. You know, everybody goes, well, look at Cuba, look at Venezuela. The motherfuckers get free education. We don't get none of that shit.
No, we don't.
There's no socialization here that you guys are worried about all these big things. They're going to take our guns. You keep your fucking guns. I told you guys last week, the NRA is going to fucking, they built their whole basis on running this country, man. Mm-hmm. You guys, you know what Walmart did? Walmart said, you know what? We're not selling in store, but you still can get it online. They're not stopping selling their guns in rural fucking areas. You guys want to go out there and shoot $6 fucking deer? That's your business. If you got to use an AR-15 to kill a moose, that's your damn business.
the moose.
I don't give a fuck. If you want to take a flamethrower to your fucking cousin Pete's house, I don't care. That's your fucking business. But the country is not gonna sit there and fold because one president came in. What he did do is he's coming in and he's showing that there is a diversity that needs to be changed, and that diversity is for the better for our people. Yep. You got cities just like Philadelphia, cities like Detroit, progressively cities in Atlanta, Decatur, and Arizona, which was that community, the Native American community, built up and stood up and said, "Fuck this, we're not taking this shit." Also, cities like in Nevada, same thing. You got to take in consideration that these are progressive cities that are not the white people cities. These are people who came in who are the people of color. Yeah, they can vote too. Ain't it something? They know how to fill out a form and slide it in an envelope and slide it in another envelope and say, you know what? I'm tired of this shit. And it's not even about the back and forth backlash of the blue versus the black, or the whites versus the black, it's not about that. It's about people joining with people and showing that we don't have to live in this society anymore. And please, let's not even go about the whole fucking the state of this year with this COVID and this anti-belief that, science it can't prevail because, God is going to come and make sure it all blows everything away. We've been waiting for that. Prayers have been coming in and out while people are dying. 240,000 is coming in soon on the death total. We're seeing numbers escalate every day, like as though we're getting a fucking a 9/11 an event every day in this country. country. And yet you still have individuals who can't believe, well, I'm not wearing a mask because my constitutional right says I got to cover. I don't have to cover her up.
Okay, Karen.
No, you don't have to cover up. But you know what? God damn it, if you're not going to cover up, stay the fuck home.
Be respectful of others.
And yeah. Now here's my negative response. It shouldn't have never been this fucking close with people.
No, it shouldn't.
Let's be honest
no,
here.
It shouldn't.
Should have never been this fucking close. This
Well,
should have been.
People are calling it a blowout.
This should no.
Because when the numbers come in at the end of the day, they're saying that Biden's still going to win by a lot.
No, it will be. But you know what? We shouldn't. On the day of election, let me explain something to you individuals who don't understand how democracy. And just like when you listen to tweets of stupid ass fucking wrestlers like Jericho, which by the way, I'm gonna go on a rant on his fucking ass later on.
Wrestling rundown.
Yeah. Democracy is not built on a day one fucking promise of we'll get a winner that day. That's not how it works. No country works that way.
Never been that way.
No, you got prime ministers aren't voted in that way. Presidents of other countries, they're not voted in that way. If an election has to go 3 months, what we've seen that time in other countries, that's what happens.
Yep.
Every vote needs to be counted.
Every vote.
In the standard of which occurred, we have the day one votes, the ones that you guys wanted for election day. That's the one that was
person.
those are the votes that were to be counted. Because why? Those numbers can be counted quickly. They could be accurately done at that moment. And you know what? Those are the ones that you want to see, right? Those are the ones that fucking piece of shit in office was sitting there talking about. Make sure you go out there and vote. Make sure you go out there and election
vote
day.
in person.
Do not do the mail-in, because I already had it loaded up because I was making sure the post office was going to be fucked over. But you know what? People said, fuck that. I have faith in the post office, and I have faith in my communities and my counties that my votes is going to be counted. I have faith in the drop-off boxes. I have faith in the Board of Elections. I have faith in these people. And shout out to all you civil servants out there who are doing the number crunches and who are sitting there under scrutiny, being threatened, being fucking chastised, having your families fucking being tossed asunder because of these fools who believe in God and country and in the document of the United States of America, but yet you can't sit there and fucking understand that every vote has to be counted. As long as they were in on time, those votes have to be counted. Well, what about the dead? Well, they shouldn't have died during election season.
Yeah.
Well, they died, and a lot of them died during fucking COVID.
Want to know why? Because you didn't take it serious enough.
The stories of individuals out there who are knowing that they were dying, and they made sure that their last thing as American they could do before they leave this earth was make sure that that their ballots were in. They went in. It wasn't like they were coming back from the dead and voting. It wasn't like Casper was doing the voting.
Casper the Ghost.
No, these were people who knew that they were on their deathbeds. There was an individual out there, and I believe it was in Nevada, who was a poll counter who had COVID and was there counting those polls, was counting those votes until the day she died, knowing she had COVID. Wow. Those are individuals out there that you give the respect to, that you say thank you, that you show love to. And, you know, and I have a great respect to them because my mother used to be that. I have family members that was like that. My mother was part of government in this city for almost 20 years. And they turned their back on her. And I sat there and I watched her. And the many times at night that she cried when her people in politics turned on her because she was doing a civic duty and trying to do her thing for her friend who she believed would do right for the communities. And the days that they went after her because a person that she worked for, my mother was was a chief of staff at a high councilman's position in New York City, in Brooklyn. He was a majority whip here at a time, and she was the lowest paid chief of staff. My mother sat there and she busted her ass every fucking day. It was nights I didn't see my mother for 4 nights in a row because she was out there at community board meetings, politicking, doing shit for this fucking community. And I never heard her say to me ever she was tired. My mother went out there, busted her ass every fucking time for the minimum pay to make sure that not only the community was fed, but so were we. And these are people that are out there that actually, and this is the reason why I'm so fucking pissed off that government doesn't do people right. But today, this past week, those communities stood the fuck up and said, you know what? We're going to be counted and we're going to be heard. This man just won an election by over 74 million in a popular vote. That's the most that's ever been done.
Biden has the most votes in presidential history.
That goes to show you everyone and their mother, except for me, everyone and their mother came out to show that they're tired. They're tired of the fucking rhetoric and the bullshit that this man was on his 4-year platform of just lining his pockets, lining the people's pockets that he had around him, lining the fucking the pockets of the countries that he rubbed shoulders with and said they're good people. No, fuck them and fuck you. Because at the end of the day, the real people who really supported this country and really had love for us outside in Europe, the France, the England, those people, you fucking turn your back on them. And now you know the fucking bridges that we have to build to get back in good graces with them? Because now they look at us as like, for 4 years, your country was run by a fucking lunatic and a bunch of his fucking marauders. And we looked at it and just said, whatever. But no, this year we didn't. This year we got tired of this shit. And I said it before. If he would have handled COVID, that fucker would have won.
Yep, but he didn't.
He would have won. But his pompous ass took this shit on like if it was a fucking business, or took it as if he was going head to head with one of his fucking competitors in a reality TV show competition, and didn't see that the fucking lives and the businesses and the jobs and the fucking economics was going to shit. We're gonna come back. We're gonna make the curve. Fuck you. And you know what? Curve your ass the fuck out of this fucking position. You know, because people always sat there and said, well, you know what, he's a businessman, so, you know, that means he could fix the economy. You know what? I could design a fucking building, too. I probably could make one of the best housing developments that could be the city scene. But you know what? You're not going to give me a fucking tool belt and a construction company to do it. I'm going to get contractors, and I'm going to get fucking a construction crew who's going to do it.
Yeah.
I can design it. You got to do, I'll find somebody to fix it. That's why politicians are politicians. It's rare that you see a businessman come into politics, because they can't play the game like politicians can. They built for this shit, dog.
Yep.
That's why the lobbyists still live the way they live. This is why the fat cats are still getting their pockets lined. Mitch McConnell, Lindsey Graham, them two old, decrepit fucking crypt keepers who should be at the fucking cemetery's door are still fucking making money. Still fucking making money, hand over fist. But you know what? At the end of the day, when all is cleared and all is said and done, and Jay and Olskey sit here and we fucking looked and we was like, fuck this, because people are stupid in this country. I thank you. I thank you for proving us wrong.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, what truly matters is not that the fucking president is up there and saying that he will make sure that everything turns out right because I had a little touch of God on my shoulder. No, you work for us, you fucking bastard. You forgot that. You work for us. We're your boss. You forgot that. And I'm happy to say that today marks a day that, although we already know that he's not going to go out easily.
Oh, he's going to be pulled out by military.
That motherfucker's going to be kicking and screaming and crying like a little bitch walking out this fucking door. And he's going to make it clear that he's going to do like fucking Denzel in Training Day. You forgot, motherfuckers. King Kong ain't got shit on me. He's going to go out. He's going to go out. His kids, too, you fucking slimy, greasy sons of bitches. The whole lot of you fucks. Except for Baron. Not that little motherfucker. He good. He's good. He's playing Twitch. He ain't worried about that. He's like, can we go back home now?
Can I play Super Mario 35?
I didn't like living here. Can we go home now?
He probably misses his room with his base car bed.
Yeah, exactly, right? His fucking posters of like fucking
John Cena.
Fucking Trish Stratus and fucking Mandy
Dale
Rose
Earnhardt from NASCAR and shit.
And he misses all that shit. He wants to go play Fortnite with his friends. He's tired of this shit. Melania too. Melania's like, listen, can we cut the bullshit and get the hell out of here? Like, she wants to get the fuck. She wants to leave. She doesn't want part of this shit. But no, he's not gonna allow this.
No.
And all the accusations of fraud, you haven't been
It's
proven
an absolute fraud.
You haven't been proven right, dog. And
Not
even
once.
so,
And even his representatives are saying there's no proof of evidence of fraud. And
you
he's
watch
just saying
everything.
out of his
And the
ass.
fucking racist rhetoric with his, cities like Detroit and Philadelphia,
Philly.
They're known for certain. What you saying?
That's extremely
N-words,
racist.
N-words do some grimy stuff. Yeah, a progressive city like Detroit with an 88% minority base in which their mayoral, their political positions, their police departments, all of a black heritage and background. They're this Philly, progressively Philly, who everybody who was shitting on because of they're like almost the slums of even New York City. Yeah. Progressive. And all you fuckers out there, all you give a fuck about God and country, they're going to take that away from us. You better hope that fucking Biden goes in and helps with health care, because a lot of you motherfuckers need to fix your teeth.
Yeah, for real.
And a lot of you motherfuckers,
Dental.
is out of weight. Is heavyweights. Y'all out of shape. Y'all better hope that something fucking helps. So yo, wait, you better hope a little bit of socialism come out in rural West Virginia, because it's time for change.
Yeah.
The change that we got in, and before I stop and before we go into a wrestling program, because this is a wrestling program.
Yeah, but this is an American. You know what I'm saying?
American.
Even though most of our viewers are outside of the country.
Yeah, no, right. But I think that's why they like listening to it too. But you know, before we get into that aspect and such of wrestling, I have to say that you guys gotta take into account that we thought at least there was a small window of us, especially me. It was me when that piece of shit was elected in 2016. I said, you know what? This guy's not a real true Republican. I really truly believe
He was originally Democrat.
that he may have some kind of hope, may have some kind of idea of what could progress this country. Fucking a couple of months later, it wasn't even fucking 2 or 3 months later, he was already talking his shit. I was like, oh God, we're fucking screwed.
Oh yeah, we are.
I got fucking conned. And you know what, guys? Everyone did. And it's fine. The best thing about it is it's okay to admit that you were conned and you were fooled by this man, because that's his job. A con man looks you in the eyes and tells you that it's not going to rain, and all of a sudden your roof falls out and the fucking downpour comes into your crib. And that's just what a con man does.
Yep.
And you know what? It's okay. Now it's time to say, I fucked up. I backed the wrong horse, and now it's time to fix this shit.
I just want to say one thing before we go. Just one thing, because I know we're going to have to go to the next segment. I just want to say one sentence and one thing, that because a lot of people are like, Matt, I've been told, Matt, you're white. This doesn't mean anything to you. This doesn't matter. You're fine. Number one, this election showed me that character still does matter. I watched CNN before, and they got emotional with that fact, and it's true. Character still matters in life and society. The way you treat others makes a difference. The way that you portray other people makes a difference. The way that you help one another makes a difference. And for the past 4 years, I've seen nothing but hate. I've seen nothing but racism, and I've seen nothing but just treating each other wrong. Yes, I'm white. Yes, I don't deal with all the problems, from others, and I'm sorry for that. No,
don't apologize for being white. You're white. That's just all it is.
But
Don't apologize for it.
But this is not a victory. I hope you guys understand. I hope everyone understands that I am emotional at the fact that we finally have a sense of change. That, like you said before, everyone stood up and said, fuck this. Our vote matters. Our vote will be counted, and we will get this man out of office, because he's done nothing but portray hate and racism in this country for the past 4 years. Character still matters. People were telling me, look at policy, not character. Oh, we hurt your feelings. It does that. Don't. What does that tell me you are as a human being? It's the past 4 years have been hard, sad. My dad was just fucking crying, guys. Like, honestly, it's been rough, but we can get better. It's gonna take time, but I hope you know that I am extremely happy and proud of everyone who voted. Joe Biden, I have faith in you, man. I really do. Him and Kamala, still getting used to that. But character does matter. So I couldn't be happier today. Waking up on a Saturday. Next weekend's the PlayStation 5. If you want to hear my other vote for that one. And I just want to say that let's go back to being the United States of America. That's our first word, isn't it? United. Stop with the bullshit. Stop with the hate. And let's work together to be a better country as a team rather than be on two opposite ends. So that's what I had to say, because I'm very emotional today. Today, the fireworks were out popping. People were throwing parties. I think it's a success and in American history, and it'll always be remembered in textbooks as the day Joe Biden became the 46th president of the United States.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Turnbuckle Tabloid. I am your host, the King of Talk Style, the Cheap Thrill, And your 46th elected president of the United States.
What?
Jay the Red Santa.
And I am the Mook with the mic. I am the Funko Hub. I am a proud American today. Matt Olskey, baby.
Make sure you check us out all social media outlets. Check us out on the Light Group page on Facebook. Make sure you check us out on Instagram at Turnbuckle Tabloid Podcast, as well as on Twitter at
Turnbuckle Tab.
Also, be sure you check us out on YouTube and on Get Vocal at Turnbuckle Tabloid, as well as on Anchor, and as well as all the podcasting outlets. You have Spotify, you have Google Play, you have Google Podcasts, you have Audible. We're now on Audible now. Amazon Music, we're everywhere. Wherever podcasts are, you guys, we're available to you guys. So you can't say you can't find us. We're all on outlets. And if you can't find us there, make sure you check us out at RageWorksNetwork.com. That's where you can get the whole family of RageWorks podcasts. Call Me When It's Over, Black is New, Black, Toys and Text, Trek Untold. Everything that's all connected to RageWorks.network. RageWorks Network. That's us. RageWorks Network is available for you guys listening pleasures. And if you're into the readings, if you're into looking into the articles that have to deal with the pop culture that we are in these days, the comic books, the movies, the TV shows, the toys, the video games, it's all there at RageWorks.net. RageWorks.net has all the reviews, previews, contests, anything that you guys want when it comes to having your connection to all things that are geeky and nerdy and things that the dweebs do, which is basically all of us. And also, I mentioned podcasts. I forgot. You had our first episode of
yes,
the Funko Hub.
Absolutely.
Let everybody know about that, man.
Thank you, guys. The Funko Hub Popcast Episode 1 is officially out now on RageWorksNetworkPodcast.com. It's on Spotify. The based on what our producer Rich and what my man over here Jay's telling me, the views are good so far. The feedback has been great. Episode 2 is coming very soon. Like I said before, it is a bi-weekly podcast talking about anything Funko, into the lives of people's collections, into what they love. Jay, how did you enjoy being the guest on the first episode?
Oh, it was cool. I actually got to sit there and talk something outside of wrestling for the first time. Wasn't
it a breath of fresh air for a second?
Yeah,
it was like, wow.
You get outside of the political rants we go on opening on the show, but other than that, it's always a blast to talk about myself and my fucking dorky fucking collecting and shit.
So, which by the way, multiple people came back to me saying you should be a voice actor.
Really?
That you should be in the voice game for cartoons and for anything.
I should do it for porn. I should do voice acting for porn.
After the ads for porn.
Ooh, you like it, bitch? Ooh.
That sounds like a guy. See, you could be on like Big Mouth or something with that voice.
Right?
You know
I
what
could
I'm
do
saying?
Shit like that.
But episode 1 was an astounding success. A lot of people are still downloading it today. People are still giving me feedback. So thank you, everybody. The Funko Hub Popcast out now.
Yeah, so guys, make sure you check us out on all those networks as always, and check us out on all the availability that we have there for you. So this week, ladies and gentlemen, on the show, starting off, remember, we split the shows up now, so bear in mind with me on how just the rundown will be open to how we usually do, but I'll explain what goes where. So cutting a promo this week, we're going to discuss wrestling documentaries. Finally, we've been kicking around this premise for a while, but every week we found something new to rant about, and it was like, fuck, we got to talk about this shit. Fuck, all right. So finally, we knuckled down. This week we'll discuss wrestling documentaries, fun times, and backstage and the livelihoods of wrestlers and such. Which ones did we like? What we found interesting? Pretty intriguing to deep dive. I did a question on Facebook and people responded to it. Thank you guys for being a part of that. Also, that will be on episode 194.
Coming 200.
Yeah. Also, in episode 194, we'll have our interview. Unfortunately, with the good news that we're hearing on this end for many, there's also sad news where this time of year marks the 1 year anniversary of the death of our guy Matt Travis, indie wrestler, friend of the show. And as we spoke about earlier in early episodes and such, we said that every year around this time we would play that young man's words, and we'll play the legacy in which he left behind, in which, this day he should have been around for us, and he should have been there celebrating and being a part of. No, he ain't probably like, yo, I'll fuck with Trump, but nah, he got to go.
Donald Trump.
Yeah, he got to go.
You're fired.
He's not like Capo. Capo wouldn't have been able to fuck with that dude like that.
Facts.
So we'll have a conversation.
Hold on, get ready. Sorry. Oh no, go finish.
From years past of our guy Matt Trapp. So what's that? Breaking news.
No, breaking news. Just you posted a picture of Samoa Joe Biden winning the U.S. Championship. One of our viewers said bye. Commented bye. I'm done. Not happy with our post about Joe Biden winning.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
That's your choice. Freedom of choice, bro. Later.
I just commented bye.
Biden.
Bye.
Yes, and that'll be episode 194. As for this episode of 193, we are going to have Wrestling rundown this week. We have stories about what do we have on there? I have a few. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. I'm just
Jericho sounding stupid on social media. MVP coming back at him.
Unfortunately having to correct him. Is his legacy really fucking decreasing?
I mean, think so.
This past year has been a fucking
real
real fucking clusterfuck when it comes to inside and outside wrestling, dog. I mean, Jericho, what the hell?
A member of Retribution has asked management to take him out of it.
Oh, okay.
We have
AE Games. This week we're having a conversation that AEW Games is going to be happening this upcoming week, so we'll discuss what can be on the radar for them.
And then Paige announcing the details of abuse she suffered from Alberto Del Rio.
And Cody gets his name back.
Wow.
Yeah, so we got that installed. Also, around the square circle, of course, we'll quickly go and get vocal for that. I think we have time to do that quick. We're just doing that another time. We have predictions for Full Gear as well as what we watch in wrestling. People are really riding high. Although we talked about it last week, I think people finally were catching up on it. They're really riding high on that Walter and Dragunov match.
Yeah, people are enjoying that, man.
That was
amazing. People are loving this UK stable in NXT right now.
So, guys, don't go anywhere. Stick around. We will return. Got some music for a friend of the family. Our girl Amber Ray has a new song out. So, guys, if you want your songs played on our episodes, make sure you check us out at Patreon at patreon.com. Patreon.com/Turnbuckle Tabloid. Just throw us some change, man. Play some of your music on here. Get your promotion out there, dogs. Come on. Be with it. Be with it, son. So, yeah, make sure you check us out there. So, coming up, our family Amber Ray comes out with a new track, and don't go anywhere. Stick around, guys. We will return.
I just cannot find Right.
Hi, this is Evander James, most honest man in professional wrestling, and you're listening to Turnbuckle Tabloid.
Perfect.
And you can trust that.
Even better. Thank you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of Turnbuckle Tabloid. This is Wrestling Rundown.
The news section of Wrestling Rundown of our Turnbuckle Tabloid episode is here.
News, and not the election.
Yeah, we took care of that earlier. About a 40-minute rant that was about.
Yes, sir.
Decision 2020. Do you want the PS5 or the Xbox Series X? I hate that name.
The Xbox?
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, because they're making it more like a Steam than a fucking new console.
I hate that name. Although they said that the specs for it and how the game runs is like really good.
Oh, the reviews are great right now.
Yeah.
People are loving both consoles.
The PS5 is just bulky looking. It's just got bad shit.
I'm not excited to put that on my table. On my desk.
Man, I don't know.
It's huge.
But you could change the plates, right?
Not anymore.
Oh shit!
Sony just bought that patent.
Damn.
Other third-party companies were trying to make. There's this company called PlateStation, and Sony automatically said, "Yeah, no," and they closed them. Want to know why? Because Sony saw that and said, "We could do that ourselves."
Of course, it's like Vince. You know what? We don't need to do that. You don't have to be on Cameo.
We're making a WWE Omo. What? WWE Mo.
Whatever that is. All right, guys. As always, I am the Howard Stern of this segment to my Robin Ophelia Quibbles Olskey. So, Olskey, take it away.
All right, let's get into the news, ladies and gentlemen. We have lots of it.
Oh, my God, the negativity. Oh, my God, I just read. One of my boys put this up on Facebook. Oh, now you guys are happy because you have a new slave owner. Good luck with that.
What?
Man, that's bitter.
Yeah, you should comment like you mad, son.
That's bitter. That's exactly what I'm right. That's bitter, son.
Well, the first piece of news we have besides that loon is unfortunately Jake the Snake Roberts officially came out and announced that he's dealing with COPD. Roberts had recently actually revealed this over a month ago on Twitter, but he went into detail on what he is going through during an interview this past week. He said, about a week ago, I couldn't quit coughing and I couldn't breathe. He said that he had to be hospitalized for a few days, and he says, what I have is worse than COVID. It's something that was passed down to me through the bloodline. It's not your happy camper stuff. It's issues with COPD. Red, do you know anything about COPD?
Yeah, my uncle suffered from years, and dude, no, that shit is not fucking bloodline. That's you abusing your body.
That's cigarettes.
Yeah, that's cigarettes. That's my uncle wasn't a cigarette smoker. He smoked crack. So yeah,
holy
Vince,
shit,
you smoked. Jake, you smoke crack. So that doesn't help. That shit breaks down your lungs, your heart. My uncle was on an oxygen tank for 5 years until COVID took him. So
that is not okay.
Yeah, he had to walk around.
So is Jake in real danger here?
Yes, he really can, and he really needs to fucking pull away from wrestling if especially during this time of COVID.
Well, I'm assuming we'll be seeing him much longer.
A lot of those guys, big cigarette smoker. I can't throw those, but I think the woman that I grew up with recently passed away, and I believe she had COVID. Not COVID. She had COPD as well because she was
unfortunate.
A huge cigarette smoker. Knock on wood that I gave up cigarettes 13 years ago, 12 years ago.
Good shit, man. Good shit.
Yeah. So
no smoking cigarettes, ladies and gentlemen.
Prayers up for our guy Jake. Man, just make sure you work out and stick to the DDP yoga. You'll be all right.
Because I'm the Miz. And I'm awesome!
WWE has abandoned the Brock Lesnar trademark. Yes, guys, this is an interesting development regarding former WWE champion Brock Lesnar. The trademark for Brock Lesnar was canceled after WWE failed to comply with a documentation request. WWE filed for the Brock Lesnar trademark on January 9th, which is standard for everyone who works for them, because of merchandise purposes. But the USPTO denied WWE's request because they needed written consent from Lesnar, and it seems like that did not happen. Lesnar is no longer under contract with the WWE, and his contract as an active performer expired shortly after WrestleMania. It's not clear where Lesnar plans to go, but people are aiming towards UFC. Red, what do you think about the whole Lesnar story?
You're really going to try to copyright my fucking name.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here. Copyright Beast Incarnate. Copyright, what's the other fucking nickname he had?
Beast Incarnate.
The Beast, is it the Beast from the East? No, that was Batman Bigelow.
No clue. The Beast Incarnate, can't.
Wait, hold on. I think I have a thing. Hold on. Yeah, whatever. I don't
Fuck it.
That's not there. But yeah, it is. Like, are you serious? Yeah, they can't fucking. I hate when they do that shit.
Once
when they try to
again,
trademark their names,
Andrew Yang,
their real name, or try to trademark their gimmicks they came in with, or their gimmick names. Like you try to trademark AJ Styles. That's not bullshit. That's their fucking name.
Right, exactly. So what do you think Brock Lesnar's gonna do, man? People are saying that UFC.
I don't know. You know, he should go to Japan.
There was just a picture of him recently in a diner, and he looks like he's getting that redneck beard.
Hey, what do you mean getting that shit? He's had it before. He
The
just
UFC beard.
yeah. He just listen. He's a fun of sticks. You know, he got that country fucking backwoods look. That's what he was going for. So
Yes, sir. So
But
we'll see the future of Brock Lesnar soon.
But yeah. So hopefully we find out. He should go to Japan. That's my opinion.
Thank you very much and have a nice day.
Despite not having anything for Chad Gable, it's official. He's back to Chad Gable, but people in the back are saying Vince McMahon genuinely sees Gable as a tough guy, and he admires what he accomplished before pro wrestling. The reason why he had the Shorty G gimmick in the first place was to help him. At least that's how Vince McMahon felt when he gave him the gimmick. Rumors are that in the back, Daniel Bryan and Vince McMahon are working together to give him a new Kurt Angle kind of gimmick and hope to make him one of the newest top stars on SmackDown. Red, is there hope for our boy Chad Gable?
No.
Really?
No. But just
Really?
just give him the fucking the Olympian angle. But also no, not for nothing. He could be a solid mid-carder though if you did it right though.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think the worst thing that ever happened to him was him and Chase and Jordan breaking up, but that's my opinion.
You know, they had storyline reasons. They actually fell for the fans who kept saying, you know what he looks like? He looks like Kurt Angle. You know what he looks like Kurt Angle. Holy shit, you made him his son. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Fuck?
The fuck is wrong with y'all?
But Chad Gable, you think he has any hope?
Yeah, like I said, he'll be a solid mid-carder. He'll be all right.
Did you hear me?
I can't hear that.
Drink it
There we go.
in, man.
WWE has announced on Friday that Undertaker's final farewell will take place at Survivor Series this year.
Jesus Christ, this guy's doing a fucking tour. It's like James Brown when he died.
Exactly.
The
And
fuck?
WWE touted it as capping off the Phenom's legendary 30-year career. WWE had previously confirmed that this year's Survivor Series pay-per-view event will be a tribute to The Undertaker, with TikTok challenges, Q&As, photo ops, and virtual meet and greets with the dead man himself. Why Survivor Series? Because he made his debut at Survivor Series in 1990. So Undertaker, don't know if it's a match, don't know what's going to happen, but what do you expect to see from the dead man on his last, like they're saying, because they always say he's done, his final farewell?
He does the fucking Terry Funk role where he's retiring everywhere. Hey guys, I'm gonna retire again.
Wow.
I'm 79 years old. I got one more match in me. I don't know. We always think that it's a wrap for Taker until you get that
Vince calls him again.
Yeah, exactly. You get that. Hey pal, I'm gonna need you for this upcoming WrestleMania season. You know. I think you're ready. I think you could do it later. I think you could do it now. Let's get it.
I'm fucking weak. I mean, listen, TikTok challenges, the whole nine, whatever.
I think he's a dad, man. Let's let him do dad things.
Exactly. It's time for Dead Man to become the dad man. That's corny as that sounds.
Exactly.
Chris Jericho is taking a lot of heat on social media lately for his tweet about the presidential election, where he claimed to not be a political person despite the fact that he donated to Donald Trump, and he had Trump's son on his podcast a few months ago. The tweet has been widely criticized because it implies that something nefarious is happening with the election process.
Nefarious.
Jericho's tweet ignores that there have been delays in previous elections, most notably the 2000 Bush-Gore election. Chris Jericho said, "I'm not a political person, but is it strange to anybody else that for the first time ever we have to wait a day, 2 days, 5 days, 10 days to find out who won the presidential race?" And wrestlers like Eli Drake, MVP, and CM Punk responded. Eli Drake says, "No, it's always been that way. Winners on election night are always projected winners, and it's based on clear-cut evidence of a winner. This is a tight race, much like 2000. Only 20 years ago, we waited many weeks before a winner was declared. Not the first time." MVP told him to delete this. Peter Rosenberg said, "Yeah, super strange. You remember what it's normally like during the other pandemics? Shut up, Chris." Lance Storm said, "The 2000 election took a month to finally be decided. Not exactly the first time ever. I cut promos about this in WCW. Shake my head."
And that's his bands.
Yep. Tucker said, "It's almost like 2000 never happened. Shake my head." Big Swole said, "To my knowledge, this is the second time, but to answer your question, no, it's not strange to me. Actually, I'm pretty thankful to the citizens that are counting these votes. I pray that they stay safe, and Chris, stop talking. Thank you." And finally, the last one I have to review is CM Punk, doing the usual meme of SpongeBob like a chicken, saying, "I'm not a political person," and up, down, cap, basically saying, you contradicted yourself there, buddy. Right, what do you think about Chris Jericho's, in my opinion, terrible 2020? This might be the Kwame Brown of years for Chris Jericho.
Jericho is I don't know if he's really showing his true colors. Because
I think he thinks that. I think he's following through with everything he does turns to gold. And I think he really doesn't care what he says anymore.
Listen, to me, heads or tails, I don't give a fuck who you're going for. I just look at you different. Like I said, I just go, "Ugh, really? What the fuck? That's wow. Okay, I didn't know that." But like you said, you never really spoke about shit like this. Now all of a sudden you're this fucking finger on the pulse on what's going on in society kind of dude. But yet you don't. How the fuck you don't know that elections aren't done in one fucking day? That's not how it happens.
Common sense, bah.
It doesn't, and especially with the way that our environment has changed in the past year. Of course this was going to take days. But, he plays this, "I don't get it." Dude, listen, just say that to be real, be honest with it, and just say, "Look, I don't approve of this."
Right.
That's because that's what you're generally saying. "I don't approve of this."
I don't approve.
Given this ambiguous, this is astounding to me. I've never heard of something like this before. This is weird. Jericho, stop. I mean, and
is Jericho ruining his fucking?
No, I was about to say we're gonna go down this road, so I might as well talk about it now. You've made poor decisions when it comes to wrestling. Now the storylines and your angles are just atrocious. You had a great year starting out with the championship. Then you're also doing well on commentary, and you was getting praise for that. Then all of a sudden, you just took a downward fucking spiral. You and Fozzy doing these fucking concerts at super fucking sharing of COVID events. You're out there at motorcycle rallies doing concerts and talking about, they were getting tested and they were wearing masks. And when they proved that only about like 10% of people in the crowd had masks on, that was a super spreader event. You're in the angles now. You're doing dumb shit where you're dancing at a dinner, fucking doing a roadshow 50 style. You're getting into stupid angles with a wrestler that's a Mick Carter at best, and you're only doing it because the fans are putting him over. No, the fans aren't always right, dude. I'm telling you, like there's a certain. We'll get to it in a round square circle, but the fans aren't always right. And then the other thing is, you're doing great things when it comes to helping people in need, but you gave money to a fucking indie wrestler who broke his legs when he should have never been in the ring anyway. And then now you're making it public that you gave money to Trump, his campaign, but yet question, why do people not like me? It doesn't. I don't know. I think Chris is, like you said, I think maybe he's in this I really don't give a fuck thing, but I really think he cares. I do deep down think he cares.
That's unfortunate.
Trump is like that too, because Trump has this thing too where, he doesn't have like this belief that he doesn't care about people, but he really does. He misses the limelight of being that celebrity in the room when he walks in and people go, "Hi, Donald," and he misses that shit. I think Jericho's in that same boat. I don't know. I think Jericho might need to be evaluated.
You think so?
Yeah.
Let's get ready to suck it!
Last week I mentioned how Smiley Kylie Ray, did not show up to Impact's pay-per-view where she was supposed to fight for the Impact Knockouts Women's Championship, and I have an update for you guys. She has made it official. Kylie Ray is done with professional wrestling and announced on her Patreon that she is no longer a professional wrestler. The fuck was that? She announced her retirement from pro wrestling after departing from AEW, only to come back and work for Impact. After that, she announced her retirement for a second time. She said, "I'm truly sorry for the pain I've caused and miscommunication. I'm currently unwell. I'm also sorry that I wasn't able to get this out before your monthly subscription charge." Blah, 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 basically saying, when I'm well, I'll hopefully fulfill those. Unfortunately, it seems like once again she no-showed. It wasn't about an injury; it's about mental health. And Red, you said it last week. If you can't deal with the mental health of the mental obstacles of the business, you can't be a part of it. What do you think about Kylie Ray?
Listen, I hope she does get the help that she needs.
But I'm over it personally.
Because
kind of reminds me of Mauro Ranallo.
Yeah, it's in that vein, and it's, to me, it's like, look, entertainment is not for everybody, and it comes with criticism. It comes with it's highs and lows with not being able to perform to the best of your abilities due to whatever happens. And sometimes it's another thing to where you have to put into play that if you're not going to be under that microscope, that's not your world. Certain things are just not in people's world. Regardless of what you think in life, you're always going to be criticized. You're always going to be judged.
Always.
It's just part of the nature. Hell, you get evaluated for work. That's fucking judging. They're judging you there. So it's one of those things. But when you're on the platform of performance-wise, every key moment of what you're doing is going to be under a microscope. Hell, wrestling is the worst for people.
Yeah.
And like I said, I hope she gets the help. And like I said, maybe
This is for you.
If she comes back, I'm gonna be like, I don't know about this.
I wouldn't trust you. Listen, I want her to get the help she
wouldn't.
needs. I want her to get the help she needs. But at the end of the day, this is 2 times you've no-showed.
I'm like, nah, I don't know. I think you fucking pulling some bullshit on us.
Stupid, 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 stupid.
Major competition for WWE 2K looks to be on the horizon. Rival promotion All Elite AEW teased a major announcement this week, saying that on November 10th they will be giving us more information on the highly anticipated AEW video game. No news has been released so far, but just a quick side note, that's the same day the Xbox Series X will be released, so sounds pretty coincidental there. And it stands to reason that AEW will be launching a game based on its promotion. Hopes are high for the game, with possible GM modes and the whole roster of the AEW locker room. Red, what are your expectations with the new AEW game? What do you expect them to announce on November 10th? Because I just expect the title and a quick couple of screenshots. But besides that, what do you think?
I want it to be good. I wanted we need there to be a new new platform for wrestling. The Fire Pros was good. WWE has gone downhill
Big time.
I'm
hoping the year off really saved them, though.
Right. To me, the two people who are going to be under the microscope for that shit is going to be Kenny Omega and
The ref,
Aubrey, because since they're supposedly so closely connected to this, if this game is trash, it's gonna be the thing that I'm hoping that they at least they go back to is I would like to go back to the No Mercy kind of N64
arcade
way, the old THQ kind of way and shit, that kind of arcade looking shit. So, but we'll see. I'm
excited. Listen, more wrestling games, the better. Listen, I'm not complaining, but I hope it is. I hope they're taking their time. I hope they're not rushing it. I hope they're not just throwing us some bullshit on a platter. Give me a good wrestling game.
I am the best in the world at what I do.
This week on AEW, Cody Rhodes announced that he has his name back. After months, year of Cody fighting to get Cody Rhodes his name back, it appears that Rhodes has scored a win. WWE supposedly has given up on the fight and has given Cody his name back. Cody saying on AEW this week that he beat the Beast and that he finally can be called Cody Rhodes once again. Red, how important is this? Should we be happy for Cody? What's the deal with this story?
Once again, another thing is like trademarking fucking names. Although his name is Cody Runnels, which I don't see why he couldn't just go with that. But okay, whatever. That's everybody's gonna be like, well, that's WWE, that's business. They bought the rights to all these names, so they have the right to trademark and do all that stuff like that. But the other thing is like that's just being petty. Honestly, that's the dude's family's name and his legacy. Come on, man. I mean,
grimy shit, right?
Let him rock, man. I mean, be honest. Can you imagine if the Hardys couldn't walk away with their names?
Oh, hell no. That'd be a problem.
Right?
Matt Harvey.
Right? That's just weird. But here's the best part about it. Although Cody can't challenge for the championship at All Elite, but Cody Rhodes can.
Loophole.
Well, he did talk about in a conference call where he's saying that he does not want to do that when he had the presser for with the media. He said he doesn't want to be that kind of guy that is looked upon like how his father was looked upon, that he booked himself into championship matches and shit.
I get that.
So that I understand. He also talked about how he's not a fan of how the build up for FTR and the Young Bucks is happening. Not a fan of that either. I actually think it's probably going to be the worst fucking build up for a match ever.
There's no build up for this.
It's fucking trash.
AEW is having a hard time building shit on TV.
He's having a good time watching the Eddie Kingston and Moxley build up, which is great. And they were talking about how the flourishing of what the women's division needs to go from here on out. So
everywhere but where they're at.
And he likes the opportunities that they are giving to outside promotions such as NWA and such, where AEW Dark and these championship matches such as Serena Deeb on the card helps to not only boost their roster but other wrestlers as well. So shout out to Cody for that and a promotion as well. So. Yeah, at least there's some good things coming out from that way.
It's good to be the champion.
Two more news stories before we close it out here in Wrestling Rundown. New Japan Pro Wrestling announces entrance for Best of the Super Junior 27 Super J Cup 2020 to include former WWE, Impact, and Ring of Honor stars, guys. This list is pretty cool. I'm excited for it. This year, New Japan has announced that they will be bringing in other promotions like Impact and Ring of Honor. The list includes TJP, ACH, Leo Rush, Chris Bay, Ray Horace, Blake Christian, a good name to point out there, Clark Connors, and El Fantasmo. Red, what do you think about Leo Rush, Blake Christian, these amazing indie talents? It seems like New Japan's working with different it seems like Impact is and Ring of Honor is working with New Japan. What do you think? I think it's a great look for the wrestling business.
The only name that I went, was ACH. I was like, really? I thought this kid didn't want. I thought he didn't want to wrestle anymore.
No, he's back. He's back.
I know, but I'm like, really?
I'm very excited for this. Seeing multiple companies work together for a tournament. I mean, cannot complain. Can't complain about that. What do you think?
I like it. I like that structure. That's a good tournament. Is there others that should have been in it? Yeah, but to me, that's gonna be an interesting tournament. And I always love the Super J's because you never know who can win those.
Wasn't Amazing Red in the last one?
Yes. But like I said, you just never know who's going to win those. They're pretty much a toss-up. So.
I think it's great to see, man. I'm happy to see different companies work together to make a great product, especially during these times. It's cool to see it.
Stupid.
You know what? You just made the list.
Before I do my final story, anything else you want to say, Red?
Because
the last story is about Paige. Just want to point that out.
Okay. Alex Zane to WWE. There's talks now that Alex Zane is coming off the Indies. His last event will be the GCW the event this weekend, and it looks as though that he may be going to WWE. Maybe
he's a great pickup. He's a great pickup. I love Alex Zane. Alex Zane is a great competitor. He's a great look, and I think it'll work.
So he's one of those that's apparently the WWE is not stopping their indie invasion, and
Davey Boy Smith's next, supposedly. The list goes on and on.
What else do they have? They went and grabbed up what's his name? Ben Carson. Not Ben Carson.
Ben Carter.
Ben Carter. Sorry, Ben Carson's the guy who died.
Yikes.
Ben Carter. So WWE's not done, and it seems as though they're on the precipice of doing more, of trying to snatch up all these guys before AEW does. But here's my thing: why?
Because they don't want anyone else to succeed.
Look, why? At this point in time, to me, I don't see either one of these guys as competitors. Both these companies, I don't see.
I don't either.
The way that both companies go, they're going. Most of the time, a lot of the fucking product is shit anyway. So what the fuck is the point? I don't know.
Facts.
Yeah. So that's it on my end. So what do you have closing out?
To close it out, let's just talk about it. Let's go through it, guys. Paige revealed details of the abuse she suffered from Alberto Del Rio this past week. She made an appearance on GAW TV where she talked about various topics, including the physical and mental abuse she endured by her ex-fiancé Alberto Del Rio. Recently, Del Rio was indicted by a grand jury and charged on counts of aggravated kidnapping and sexual assault. Him and Paige went through it. They went through law shit as well, but she went into detail, and it's pretty sad to hear. She goes, it gets to a stage where it's up to 6 to 7 hours a day where you're trapped in a certain room, getting your ass beat every couple of minutes, and he's doing all these crazy things to you. She stated that she thought she would be stronger than being put in that type of situation because of her upbringing, but things change when you are in that situation. Paige noted that she never wanted to say anything because she wanted to stay away from the internet victim claim. She said, and I quote, even if I don't say anything, they'd be like, it's partly your fault and ABC reasons why. I've never spoken about it before, whether podcasts or interviews. I always stayed away. But now it's completely out there. I'm like, why am I shaming away from this? Why am I not brave enough to talk about it? I will never say Alberto Del Rio's name again. I'm going to call him Voldemort at this point because he has been noted as a piece of shit. He's an abuser, and I hope he gets the justice he deserves because he should be in jail. Red, what are your thoughts?
It's sad because, yes, you would have thought that a woman like that would have, can't say would have been stronger, but it's, with her upbringing, apparently with her family and such, they're very tough and shit. So you would have thought that maybe she would have probably known better.
Yep.
But, you live and you learn, especially when you're in love. Fucking guy's a real scumbag.
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
he should be behind bars. Period.
Yeah, he's a real scumbag, and it's coming to light how much of a real prick he is. I remember we saw her at a House of Glory, and she looked like she was fine. She looked okay. She was there in the corner, supporting her man, el patron.
I remember that. She looked terrible.
Nah, she was okay. She
looked sickly skinny. She looked miserable. Honestly.
I mean, to me, I just take it as, this is a lesson in life, a lesson learned, and thankfully she got out safe. She's not like the other victims out there who, because of what he's done to them, that they had to sit there and put him, bring the law into it. But he's a fucking prick. He's a real scumbag, and if all things are considered as true, I hope he gets what he deserves. A fucking dickhead.
Absolutely. So, besides that, I'm tapping out. That's Wrestling Rundown, man.
Guys, when we come back, we have Around the Square Circle. We're going to be on Get Vocal. We're going to do a quick brief. Still got some time. We do a quick rundown on Get Vocal for you guys. Make sure you also check it. Not only this episode, but we're also going to have episode 194 coming out this week as well. On that episode, we're doing Cutting a Promo. We'll be wrestling documentaries and our conversation with the one and only, our boy who we miss greatly and dearly, our boy Matt Travis. Coming up on the 1 year anniversary of his passing. So we'll have our tribute to him this week. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back. Check you guys in a second.
If you want to listen to the latest news on wrestling and MMA from a unique perspective, listen to Dr. Jim Wrestle and Choked Out Radio. Follow us at Choked Out Radio on Instagram and Twitter.
This is JD from New York, and you guys are listening to Turnbuckle Tabloid.
Round the Square Circle, ladies and gentlemen, on Get Vocal. Been a couple of weeks. I had some stuff we had to do. I had to clean out some furniture.
Called life.
Had to catch up on some things. Kind of early today. Olskey got some things he got to do. We got parties to attend.
Unfortunately.
You know,
AEW Full Gear tonight?
Yeah, forgot that Full Gear's on tonight as well. Are you excited about that?
No.
No.
The card is mediocre at best.
No.
See, the card just told me. It's mediocre at best. Not excited. I mean, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to try to, but I'd rather watch Avatar.
You're really back on that? You're really on the Avatar thing.
I love Avatar. It's my fucking show right now. I'm loving it. Justice for Momo.
Okay. All right. Whatever.
Give it a chance.
To each his own. So, Round the Square Circle, as always, we go through what we listened to, been part of, and basically watched in wrestling. Also, we have a prediction segment on this week's Round the Square Circle here on Get Vocal for Turnbuckle Tabloid. Make sure you download, subscribe, share, and listen to our podcast on all podcasting outlets, iHeart, Google Play, Spotify. It's all, we're everywhere, sir and ladies, wherever you are. Make sure you check us out.
Yes, we are.
Ben, what's going on, Ben?
Yo, dudes. All right.
What's up, Ben?
So, let's go through what we've listened to this week. Ben said he hasn't watched anything in wrestling, so we're basically going to be sharing with him our history of this week's wrestling.
That's fine.
And we'll just chime in on his thoughts of what he likes and what he hears. So,
sure,
that'll just be the.
I'm currently watching Impact as we speak. So
good. So maybe you could give us a quick recap at the end.
So
I'm on the first match. So
well, fuck. You don't predict it.
Predicted. All right. So, what did you watch? Well, what did you listen to or anything this week?
The election.
That was it, pretty much.
I kid you not, guys. I mean, I listened to Jim Cornette, a few Jim Cornette clips, but besides that, the election was on my mind all week. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That's just what it was. Jim Cornette had a few clips just going off on AEW and Jericho like usual, but besides that, I gotta be honest, I just haven't.
Jericho, I'll get to that. Cornette this week had a love fest with the Volta and Dragunov match, and I know Ben could chime in on that.
He got hard?
Oh, I mean, he was in love. He said if this could be the reason why wrestling can come back, it's because of this match.
Wow.
Mind you, this is not the first time these two have squared off.
That's
I believe
crazy.
they squared off in another event. Was it Glory Road. I forgot the name of the company that they did it as well. But I don't think it was it was a good match because I was watching the highlights of it on YouTube on last night. But this match on NXT was astounding. Ben, your thoughts?
Match of the year by an absolute mile. I can't think off the top of my head any match that was better than that, in my opinion, anyway.
Wow.
Why? What? Well, for me, I it wasn't the fact that they were so strong and stiff, but it wasn't that. It wasn't the fact also that you also knew that these two guys know each other pretty well and they could work with each other solidly in the ring. But I also thought that it was a match that you didn't see anything that was too outrageous. Granted, Dragunov is not Volta style, his size, but it also made you feel that there was a dog in this fight, and he can actually go toe to toe with this man. And
every time I hear Dragunov, I think of the fucking sniper in Call of Duty.
He might have gotten a name from there as well.
Crazy, honestly.
But yeah, Ben, what did you take away from this match?
I thought the storytelling was fucking brilliant. The Dragunov played the little man character superbly. But if you look at both, not just Dragunov's body at the end of the match, but you look at Walter's body at the end of the match, those guys kicked the fuck out of each other. And it was just a fucking great match. Like, I thought Walter was going to win, but at least 3 or 4 times in a match, I wasn't sure because there was so many near falls. It was just a good match in general. There's nothing bad.
And it didn't really oversell the near falls for me. There's a lot of times, especially when I watch this quote unquote modern day wrestling, where the near falls is almost as like predictable. But for these guys, it was set perfectly. Even when Walter went up for the big splash or the big move, it was still as though that it was warranted. It felt right for the match. I think it would be watered down if we see them do it all the time. This is one of those angles, stories that need to be told maybe once a year, probably, or maybe once every 2 years. But I have to say, I've always liked Dragunov. It was actually Rondo who put me on to him, and he sold me right. That he was superb, man. And kudos to both these men. They set the bar at the end of the year when wrestling was looking like it was shit, but these guys actually put it together. It was a great match.
Makes me happy to hear, man.
It's a great match. Also, was listening to Jericho this week on Talk is Jericho. He had Miro on, and Miro is I don't know. He's kind of irking me a little bit. And
he's bothering me for sure.
And it's not the AEW thing, because that's definitely bothering me. But it's also this fake praise to what WWE has done. But it's also this feeling as though that, yeah, you're bitter, so be bitter. Don't own it. Own your bitterness.
Own your mistakes.
Not even his mistakes, but we all know that as Rusev, WWE fucked him. They really did.
He was the number one merchandise person on the fucking site, and they fucking buried the gimmick.
And once again, it's one of those things to where Vince was upset because Vince didn't create it. He thought it was just one of those things to where it'll fly by night. When he spoke about when he talked to Vince, he says, Vince, the fans are loving it. Oh, they're just ribbing you, pal. How they ribbing me when I'm over?
What's over is over, fam. He knew it. He just didn't want. Once again, if it's not his creation, he will not put it over.
The shirts are flying off the rack the first night it came out.
Bro, the night before WrestleMania, you know what was screaming down the fucking the bayou at fucking in New Orleans? Rusev Day.
And he talked about, yeah, he was a pro. He took the squashing. He took the jobbing out. But he knew the moment when it was that tag match where he got jobbed out to Garza, and Garza went on to the ropes and was celebrating. You know, he was always told by the old guard in the back, yo, you don't let somebody do that to you, and he tore into him.
Right.
He says, it was nothing personal, it was business. And he says, look, I didn't do the Joey Mercury thing where Joey Mercury says, when you lose, don't ever walk out with your hands in the air. He was like, fuck this, I'm already done with the promotion. I already know what's coming. Might as well.
You knew what it was.
And he says that, hey, Nicole.
Oh, shit.
Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
I hit a button accidentally. I didn't know I was here.
Oh, so that's why you're wearing that. Hello, madam. You have to see. She actually flipped into the camera. She actually flipped in.
Yeah,
oh shit!
I didn't think I was hitting the button. But hi.
She looks like what's his name? Vince Fontaine in Grease, when at the end he does the flip and grabs the mic after the hand jive.
Right.
She flipped in that way. So So he basically said he was already out, and Vince tells him, "Hey, you're gonna get a bonus for that, pal. You're gonna get a bonus." And he goes, "Okay." And his bonus was you got a fucking ticket out. You got to ticket out the building. But the best thing was his putting over of Cena and Hulk Hogan. He's and Taker, but especially Cena. He says he didn't realize how much of a pro Cena really is. That Cena's actually. He gets a lot of shit for how he puts himself over and shit, but he says, when we do business, he's in the back and he's like, all right, guys, tell me 4 moves that you want. And he says, all right, we'll call it in the ring. And John is that guy. He did, and
right.
Jericho agreed. He says, yeah, you would never think it. Cena, he calls the match. It's a rare thing when you get wrestlers who call it in the ring. And he kept it a pro.
Right.
He said, at the end of the day, he made me look good.
And that's what matters.
Yeah. He talked about how he was a big fan of Hogan, and when he finally met Hogan, he did the pose with him. He took pictures of him doing the pose, and also how Hogan is so over that he'll bring like a 6-pack to the back and shit, and have like drink beers with people and shit.
Wow, that's bananas.
And of course, when he met Taker, when they had to do that match in Saudi Arabia,
yeah,
that shitstorm. That match was actually set up for Jericho, but Jericho had already made commitments. He already signed with New Japan, and when Vince found out, he switched it to Miro, to Rusev, and Jericho was like, "Oh, but I thought this was like set up for me." He goes, "No. They want Rusev. The Prince wants Rusev." Then Rusev was like, "But wait a minute, I thought they wanted Jericho." He's like, "No, he wants you. I'm just ribbing you, pal. Just ribbing you."
I'm ribbing you.
Yeah. So we just pretty much know that Vince is full of shit.
like always. Like always.
Full of shit. We're going to do our rundown for Full Gear. You guys are going to partake into the predictions. Yeah, that was pretty much for what I heard this week. Like I said, I was like you. I was with the elections as well. That was our own fucking our own WrestleMania for the week.
That consumed my entire thing.
Nicole, can we safely say that we're not going to hear any more political shit on Facebook anymore?
No.
Oh, okay.
Are you kidding me? Are you joking? That's a joke, right?
It's only just begun.
It's only just begun.
Ready for the next week? You ready for the next week? Believe me, EC Negro's already going. Wait until he re-elects in 4 years.
Oh shit! I gotta go to my Facebook. I gotta unsnooze people. I had them on 30-day snoozes for a while. I gotta unsnooze.
No, leave them there. Oh goodness, it's a train wreck.
It's bad.
Really? Is that bad?
To be honest, mine's pretty quiet right now.
I can't go outside. I can't go outside.
I mean, you know what it is? It's the whole. I mean, a lot of my Facebook personally is just the fact that we have a female vice president,
Right.
which is I don't care what political party you vote for. That's kind of big for people like me. But it's not going to stop. Everyone's like, oh, they didn't let us watch the voting.
Bullshit.
Ben, what are you eating?
What am I eating? I'm eating cheeseburger, mate.
Oh,
lucky
is that a one?
Just listening to you guys talk about your shitstorm of an election. So.
Is that like Wonder Bread that you're eating it on, or is that a bun? What is that?
It's a bun.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like bread, like regular sliced bread.
This dude.
Seeded bun.
Why? Is that a problem?
Oh, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, listen.
Even if it was, is that a problem? Don't act like you don't know the struggle.
Hey, listen. I've enjoyed my welfare burgers. It's fine. That's good. I have my public assistance burgers. We good.
The Wonder Bread
with them thick cheese. We good. So we're gonna kick off with our predictions for full gear. Right.
All right. Yeah. Let's do it.
Damn you, noise from the city. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I thought that was a thing for Full Gear. It sounded like a.
I saw what you did there. Nice.
That was a good opening.
You thought I played a sound effect? Nice.
You saved it. So the first match is in the buy-in pre-show. It is for the NWA Women's World Championship. It is Serena Deeb versus Allison Kay. I have Allison Kay winning this, and she's gonna be she's going to AEW.
She's winning the NWA title?
Yeah.
I think Allison Kay's gonna win this one. She's winning and she's taking it to.
Bro, NWA is basically working with AEW at this point. Serena Deeb's. That's why they took the belt off.
So you think
Rosemary.
so you think she's a transitional champion? Because they took it off of Thunder Rosa?
Yes.
But you remember, Thunder Rosa's not gone. She's still committed to NWA for a year. So
Thunder Rosa. All I know is I think
no,
it can actually not be bad.
Nicole, what's the other? Say, come on.
Nope.
Say it.
Nope.
Okay. When we talk about Raw and SmackDown, we'll do it.
Nope.
Damn it. Okay. So. So Nicole? Who do you have for Serena Deeb and Allison Kate?
I don't give a fuck.
Come on, play the damn game.
You can't come on the show and say I don't give a fuck.
Play the damn game.
Honestly, I didn't even know that match was even happening. To be honest,
I didn't either. This is fresh. This is fresh as well to me.
Yeah, because apparently they didn't want to have Orange Cassidy on the. This
is the replacement for Orange Cassidy and John Silver because now they're pushing John Silver out of nowhere.
Same thing with the Britt Baker match.
Right.
They're better than the buy-in.
Right.
They're pushing John Silver now for some reason. So now they want to bring on the main show.
It, to be honest, unless someone else orders it, I'm not watching it.
Time on TV.
You got the plug. So yeah.
Right, Ben, that's why y'all needed my login that night, right?
Hey. Ben, what you got?
You can't have Allison Kate be in a match and not win on a first match. So I'm with Olskey. I'll go for Allison Kate.
Yeah, what Ben said.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm going with Ben said. I'm going to go with Serena Deeb. I don't think she's a transitional champ right now. I actually think this is going to be a slow run for her. Well, actually, I remember the last time I said that shit. That actually turned fucking nasty.
They literally said our women's division sucks so much we need a different companies. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, can we borrow your women's division for a little bit?
For real, they fucking rented a division. Would
you ever think to let somebody else run it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like rent the division. We pay $400 a day. Rent the division.
All right.
So what's next?
Up next we have Orange Cassidy versus John Silver. Unfortunately, I have Orange Cassidy here. I don't. Whatever. Ben, Nicole, who you guys
Ben
got?
just disappeared.
Nicole, who you got?
Ben will be back. I think he's just finishing his burger.
I always have Orange Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy, Brett.
You always have Orange Cassidy?
I do. I'm enjoying him.
There it is.
She's engulfed in the Orange Cassidy love.
Don't blame her. The hype is he's there.
Because the man, he can go. You can't not, like, when he finally gets out of his put my hands in my pocket rolling it, he can go.
Yes, he can.
No, we've never denied that. We've always liked him as a wrestler. It's just that I think it's a schlub with this fucking gimmick. Ben, who you got, Ben?
Ain't gonna last.
I like John Silver. He's an absolute pisser. But yeah, I'm going for Orange Cassidy as well.
Red.
I am going for Cassidy because the Marks love him. So sorry, Nicole. The Marks love him, and
asshole.
We're going with that. We're gonna go that way.
Up next, we have Matt Hardy versus Sammy Guevara in an Elite Deletion match. The match that was supposed to happen before shit hit the fan. I have Sammy Guevara winning this one. He hasn't won a match in AEW in fucking a year. So I mean, I gotta go with Sammy here.
I'm gonna go with. Yeah, AEW's become one of these promotions that they love to give it to the young guys, the up and comers. But by the way, we'll talk about it during the match. Is he a face now?
Who?
Sammy.
No.
I don't know. Come AEW. I'll explain it in around the square circle and during AEW's. But I don't know. Ben, who you got?
I'd like Sammy to win because I'm with Olskey. He hasn't won a match in fucking ages. But if it wasn't that kind of match, I would say Guevara. But because it's that kind of match, I'll say Matt Hardy.
Nicole, who you got?
I don't know. I think I have to, because of the kind of match it is. But I'm over it. Just something to end it. Whatever ends it.
Yeah, I agree.
That's a great answer. It's true. I mean, this shit has to end. This
Whatever
feud.
ends the feud, that's who I want to win.
Agreed.
It has to end. Stop the insanity.
True. It's been a train wreck every time they fought. So I can only imagine what happens tonight. Up next, we have Chris Jericho versus MJF. If MJF wins, he'll be allowed to join the Inner Circle, as well as other stipulations. So I have I have interference by the Inner Circle to not make MJF win, but MJF ends up winning and ends up winning. They hug at the end, and we'll see on Dynamite next week that Santana and Ortiz leave the group.
Nicole, who you got?
Whatever ends it. No,
Stop.
No, I think MJF's gonna win and break up the Inner Circle.
Who you got, Ben?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with that. I'd like to see Santana and Ortiz leave and go into Eddie Kingston's little group. So, yeah, I'll go with what Olskey said. That's my prediction as well.
I'm going to tell you that this is the second least match that I really care about. I really don't give a fuck. I think this was set up stupidly. I think that this makes no sense. I think the way it should have been done should have been that he was jumped in. Jericho should have never had to have his hands as part of this. If you want to keep that gang mentality in there, I think it doesn't make any sense. Why?
Like what they did for Kofi Kingston and the New Day, so that Kofi could fight, like literally have him fight everyone.
Yeah, and I don't understand why MJF really would give a fuck about being part of the Inner Circle. Like what?
He says it means ratings and money.
That's stupid. He's ratings and money by himself. It doesn't make sense to me at all. This match is the second least I care about.
Yep.
But with that being said, MJF wins, and it just causes the Inner Circle to break up. That's the only way I could go with.
Absolutely. AEW Women's Championship is we have Hikaru Shida versus Nyla Rose.
Jesus Christ.
I have Nyla Rose winning.
I have Nyla winning. This was a match that had no build, but I didn't really care if it didn't have any build. It was fine. But after seeing what Nyla did last week on Dynamite, she looked good. And full gear sound effects, ladies and gentlemen. And I have Nyla winning, and she should actually squash the shit out of Shida. She should.
This match is so irrelevant, but yeah, I think Nyla Rose.
So is the women's division, though.
Yeah,
the whole division is. So I don't expect anything more than a train wreck.
Nicole, who you got?
I'm gonna say Shida just because I like Shida.
Ben?
Shida with a shitty roll up somehow, and then Nyla Rose just kick fuck out of her after.
I'm hoping it's not one of those stupid Vicky gets involved and fucks it up, and Shida wins, and Nyla gets pissed off at Vicky kind of bullshit. I don't want none of that shit.
The thing is, they're pushing Britt Baker, and she's clearly a heel, so you can't have Nyla Rose versus Britt Baker, can you? So
that is true.
I think Britt Baker's going to beat Shida for the championship.
Who knows? You got MJF versus Jericho. I mean, who the fuck knows with this promotion?
Oh, yeah.
Who the fuck knows? Next up.
Up next, we have Kenny Omega versus Hangman Adam Page. The winner will become the #1 contender for the AEW World Title. And I say Kenny Omega wins by a dirty tactic. His heel turn goes for a full swing here tonight. He wins by a possible low blow or holding on to the tights.
Ben, who you got?
Yeah, I've got buckshot lariat, but Omega kicks him in the bollocks and gets the win.
I agree.
It always sounds better. It always sounds better when somebody gets kicked in the bollocks.
Facts. It's more intense. It's more intense.
Nicole, who you have?
Omega.
I'm gonna go the opposite way. I'm gonna go with Paige, and it's gonna be that he is prepared for getting kicked in the bollocks because he plays off this drunk thing, and Kenny gets him back later on in the storyline. But cheers to you, mate. I'm gonna go with Paige. I think this is his time, and I think they're ready to give him the belt.
Wow, it's coming soon. I hope so.
Yes.
I just see Kenny Omega as a heel and Moxley right now being their main product, but we'll see. Either way, it's fine. Up next, we have AEW TNT Championship. A lot of matches on this card. Jesus Christ.
Of course, this thing is gonna run. Ben is gonna be.
They got to make up for the train wreck of the last pay-per-view.
Ben, you work tonight?
Not tonight, but I'm also supposed to be watching UFC, so I'm going to be up till next Thursday watching all this shit.
Exactly.
Listen,
shit.
I feel that pain. Up next, we have AEW TNT Championships with Cody versus Darby Allin.
Is it Cody Rhodes or just Cody?
Cody Rhodes.
I think it's Cody
No, he sold
Rhodes
his
now.
soul. He's Rhodes now.
Cody Rhodes versus Darby Allin, and I'll make the prediction for you. Darby Allin wins the belt. Finally. And why? I'll tell you why. Dark Order interferes and fucks him up, and Darby Allin doesn't realize it. Darby wins. There's no way Darby there's no way that 3 times in a row this dude loses this match. People are saying that Darby's gonna win tonight. I think he's gonna win tonight. I don't think he's gonna hold the belt for a long time, but he needs some credibility because it's the same thing over and over again.
Nicole, who you have?
In the stipulation that Cody Rhodes got his name back, he has to lose the belt tonight.
Agreed.
It was part of the contract. He's not allowed to hold the title if he wants to keep his last name.
Hey, he can't have the name and the title. It doesn't balance out right.
No.
Ben, who you got?
See, I got Cody on this one because Arn Anderson interfered in one of the last matches that I watched against Orange Cassidy. So I think they're trying to make him win by Arn Anderson making him win. So I think they're trying to turn him heel slowly. So I think he's going to win tonight.
I believe that Darby will win, and the reason why is because of this. I don't know if y'all could hear it, but
What, Thunderdome? What?
Thunderdome!
Oh yeah, I know where you're coming from. Yeah, Sting.
I believe Sting
Oh, right, that's supposed to be a thing.
I believe that Sting will come, and it's another faction for AEW, ladies and gentlemen.
What, the face painters? What?
It'll be Sting, Darby Allin, Thunder Rosa. I actually think that'll be his surprise backup. It'll be that Sting shows up at Full Gear.
Face painting skateboards. Dun, dun, dun.
Fucking hate Sting.
Sting.
I reckon Steve-O's going to turn up.
Sting, I could never be a heel. Never.
Ooh, that didn't work.
Get Steve-O in there. Steve-O in there as well.
Steve-O.
I do expect Sting. Yeah. I do expect Sting tonight, guys. I do think that he will be under Darby Allin's wing. 100%. Thanks for bringing that up, Red.
Cody will get stung by Sting.
Wow.
What a reach, Santi. What a reach.
That was just as bad as that Matt Hardy match last pay-per-view. Wow.
Facts. But yeah, no, I think Darby wins by Sting. I think Sting will interfere. I do think Sting and Darby belong together. I think it makes sense. And 100%. Thanks, Red, for bringing that up.
I can see the two dark forces.
I'd rather see fucking Superhuman come in there than Sting.
All right, I'm about to put you go on mute for 30 seconds, sir. You're on mute for 30 seconds, sir.
Yo, leave him alone.
He's on 30-second timeout.
You stop that.
Do we want to point out the fact that we spent an hour on our predictions?
Oh, yes.
Do we want to put that out? No, not a bad thing. I'm just saying.
Are you going somewhere?
I have.
What time are you leaving?
I'm not saying no.
Sting's coming back. He's done.
I'm making the point that the show is so long, like a WrestleMania, that we're on the predictions for a fucking hour.
Oh, thank you. That's what it is. Thank you. All right, Ben, you're back.
Totally fucking worth it. Don't care. Totally worth it.
Like, we still have Raw and bullshit. All right, up next we have the AEW Tag Team Championship, as we have FTR versus the Young Bucks in the most terribly built-up match I've seen. The match that everyone was drooling over before they came to AEW, and now nobody cares about.
This match was so horribly booked and worked, it just makes no fucking sense to me for it to happen now.
Young Bucks win, though.
I don't know who the fuck should be going over. I don't care who should be going over. This match was such a great build-up. I know it's probably going to steal the show, but in the end, for me, it's like having sex with a porn star and finding out that she just gave you chlamydia. Not going to happen.
Wowzers.
For me. Don't care.
What the fuck kind of analogy is that?
It's my analogy, and I'm sticking to it. I'm really...
Again, I'd still be happy with that.
I think Young Bucks win by once again a heel. Supposedly Matt Jackson has a torn MCL.
I don't know who the fuck is the heels. But I forgot this is a promotion that doesn't have or care about any of that. I don't know. Why should I give a fuck? What's the FTR comes in? Their faces, their heels. Young Bucks are douchebags, but they still. I don't care. I really don't care. You know what? Fuck it. FTR retains.
That's a random throw in the dark.
Nicole,
I'll go for that.
I go Young Bucks. The guy cheated on his wife.
Oh, okay.
Yowzers.
What? What?
And finally,
no, totally different things.
I was about to say you're talking about the wrong. You're talking about the wrong tag team.
I just said that wrong guy. But he reminds me of him. So there you go. They lose.
There you go. And finally, AEW World Championships. We have Jon Moxley versus Eddie Kingston in an I Quit match. I'll go first. I think Jon Moxley wins, and we'll hear Eddie Kingston scream, "I quit, pa! I quit, pa!"
Oh Jesus.
Ben, who you got?
He's gonna say "pa" like 35 times tonight.
I would fucking love Eddie Kingston to win because he's like my favourite guy at the moment. His promos are brilliant. His in-work's good. But yeah, I think Moxley's going to win. But I'd so fucking love it if Eddie Kingston won. And I don't want him to say I quit, but yeah, I think he's going to lose. So Moxley for me.
Nicole?
Moxley.
I'm going to go Moxley. He's going to kick him in the bollocks. And that's how he's going to...
If my predictions are correct, if I'm saying Kenny Omega wins,
but it's gonna be
Moxley and Kenny is a really good program.
Again?
Done differently, hopefully.
But here's my thing.
For this.
Here's my thing. It's just gonna go into a fucking hardcore match, and it's like
trash cans and barbed wire.
It's gonna lead to that. Exactly. Look, Ben is like, yeah.
That's where Ben creams himself.
It's the only way I can enjoy watching Kenny Omega. So yeah.
No. I'm talking about Eddie and Moxley. That's what tonight's main event is gonna turn to.
Because it's a dog fight.
Yeah, I think it'll be a hard-hitting, brutal fight. But yeah, there will be spots, but I don't mind because Eddie Kingston's ace anyway. So,
but it also gets to me to say that they can't put over a main event without having to go this way. Like the majority of their main events since the promotion's been up and running has gone down this road, and it's like, can you not put on a decent main event match without having to involve fucking barbed wire bats
light
and
tubes?
Shit? I mean, come on.
See, the thing with that is like Eddie Kingston is pretty decent in the ring, but he's not amazing. He's no Omega. He's no Hangman. So I think hardcore kind of style is the way to go when it's Kingston in a main event anyway. So I think it's going to be a good match. It's going to be better than people give it.
Yeah, but you know what? Stone Cold wasn't amazing either after his injury, but he still was fucking entertaining and a lot to watch in the ring as well. So I don't know. I know this is probably going to be one of those matches in which people are going to talk about it for years on end afterwards, but I don't know. I think it still takes away from it. So, what do we got this week?
Well, those are the predictions for AEW Full Gear. That is tonight, and let's go straight into Monday Night Raw. As Randy Orton opened the show with an in-ring promo stating why he's the best, saying that he's no longer a legend killer, but simply a legend. Doesn't that mean that he's going to kill him?
I guess
himself, because he's the legend killer, so that means he's, you know what I'm saying? Pretty weird there. After daring anyone in the locker room to try and take his title, Orton was cut off by Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss went in, which, by the way, loved the play and pain gloves. I don't know if you noticed the Alexa Bliss's new gloves.
Yeah,
phenomenal. I thought it's a great addition piece.
Somebody's getting a Christmas gift soon.
Ben.
It's Ben. It's Ben.
It's Ben.
It's Ben.
It's Ben. Sorry, you're talking about Alexa Bliss. I just go quiet. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
I have a little time. I have a little time to myself.
A little time to myself.
Ben, I meant to ask you, who is that chick that you posted a picture of the other day? She looks kind of like a tan. She's in a black outfit. Who is that?
Right. I'm gonna really embarrass myself now, but we have a thing called Love Island.
Oh,
and,
okay. Okay.
It's embarrassing the fact that I fucking watch it because it's so shit.
But tell Nicole about it because she loves shows like that.
No.
It's a reality show where single people who are ridiculously good looking and are perfect.
That. Isn't it on like USA?
I don't know. I don't watch on USA in England.
Yeah. I think it's a British show.
Love Island. I think Americans have it as well, and Australians have it as well.
I think it's on like USA, like after Raw or something.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, she was one of the contestants on there, and she's absolutely banging. So yeah, there you go.
He said banging.
Wow, thanks for using our terminology, brother.
There you go.
Appreciate that.
I've been using bollocks, so he might as well use banging.
Get some.
Alexa Bliss can't even speak right now.
Searches for Love Island.
Calm down, Olskey. Olskey's got a stiffy. Let's carry on.
Yeah, it's hard to put it down, brother. Instead of the Fiend, however, it was Drew McIntyre who snuck into the ring after Alexa Bliss distracts Randy. Drew gives Randy a Claymore. Then The Miz runs into the ring to cash in the Money in the Bank contract, but before The Miz could cash in, Drew McIntyre interrupts the cash-in, saying that he's the only man who will take the belt from Orton. Is that a stupid move there? I mean, logically, because if I'm Drew, I'm saying, yeah, I could beat The Miz way easier than fucking beating Randy right now.
Yes, but
why would Drew take the easy
but why
way
would
out?
he want the easy way out? Yeah. I was. Thank you, Nicole. I was going to say
why?
the thing.
Logic. If I'm
a heel will do that.
If I'm I get that.
A heel will do that.
But I'm just saying, if I get a free route to the fucking bingo, I'm winning bingo. I'm playing bingo. You know what I'm saying?
Because then everybody will be like, Drew's a Mary. He's a sissy Mary.
You know what? I could make him turn heel. Then honestly, fuck it.
I've heard a rumor, guys, that Drew McIntyre is interested in going to NXT UK, which would be interesting, but I can't see it happening.
I don't see it happening either, but maybe a surprise appearance every once in a while wouldn't be bad.
Ooh, Drew versus Volta. Ooh.
Drew versus Volta. I'd cream myself. I would cream myself.
Wow.
Up next on Raw, we had Braun Strowman coming out saying that he's a part of Team Raw without even qualifying. Keith Lee and Sheamus and basically all of Team Raw are outside in the ring discussing that they need to get along. They need to be a team. Braun Strowman comes out saying that Team Raw needs him. They need Braun Strowman to be the man with the two hands or whatever the fuck, the monster among men. Adam Pearce comes out. They announce that there will be a triple threat match: Braun Strowman versus Keith Lee versus Sheamus. And if Braun Strowman wins this triple threat, he will be a member of Team Raw. And it happened. Braun Strowman defeats Keith Lee and Sheamus. Strowman and Lee shook hands after, and Sheamus and Strowman then hugged after briefly arguing. But then Sheamus turned and hit a brogue kick, knocking Strowman from the ring. Of course, Team Raw is going to be, and Team SmackDown they're going to hate each other. That's the gimmick this year. But Braun Strowman's a member of Team Raw. Will he be thrown on a table and counted out in the beginning like every other year?
Sure. Why not?
they do that with every giant in Team Survivor Series. They fucking take the big man out early and they fucking make him get counted out by hitting him by the table. Which, like I said, I love Braun Strowman. I love Keith Lee and Sheamus, so I was happy to see it. It was a good match too. Jeff Hardy defeats Elias in a guitar on the pole match. We'll stop here. What do you guys think about the guitar on a pole match? Because I was fucking like WCW 2001 want their gimmick back.
Yeah, Vince Russo booking.
It really was Vince Russo back one night only. What the fuck is going on? What do you guys think about the guitar on a pole match?
Was it a good match?
Well, remember, Ben hasn't watched shit all week.
Nicole,
why did he have to pin him?
That's what I was thinking.
Exactly.
Isn't the purpose of the match is to grab the weapon?
Nicole. That's
You have to take the guitar off the pole and then hit him with it, and you're supposed to win.
Exactly.
I was very confused.
I'm pretty sure just grabbing the guitar itself was supposed to be the win. Not even like you don't have to hit
him. No, you're supposed to hit the guy with the guitar.
Oh, okay.
That's the point of the match.
I don't know why you pinned him. That made no sense. I realized that too. I was like, wait a minute, what? Okay. But
oh man, I would have had a sound effect for Nicole, but I can't have it. But thank you. See, she got it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm very happy that you said that because I was sitting there scratching my head as well.
I pay attention sometimes, guys.
Here it goes. There you go, Nicole.
There you go.
Just for that, I mute Ben for you. I mute Ben. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna mute Ben. I'm not gonna mute Ben. Next up.
The Women's Tag Team Championship was on the line this week.
You see how she defends you, Ben? That's disgusting.
It's crazy.
It's understandable.
Accents are amazing.
He said it's understandable.
Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler defeated Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke via submission to regain the titles. Of course, this is not done. Of course, we'll be getting more of these matches of these four women together. But, yeah, Shayna Baszler taps out Dana Brooke as expected. Not that long of a match. The Kira Fuda clutch, ladies and gentlemen. After the match, everyone was like, no, Lana didn't go through a table for the 6th week in a row.
And
the streak is over. But then Nia Jax defeats Lana via pinfall and throws her in a fucking table. They're going to make this. Vince is laughing at this shit. That's his comedy of the night.
But you're only making her look good, though.
Yeah, because you're putting her on Team Survivor Series.
And you're putting her over, so.
Yeah, you're putting her over while making her a fucking joke. I mean,
and her husband shouting her out for doing it.
Yeah, so like you're only putting her over for it. They think that the fans don't pay attention to this shit. They know what the fuck is going on.
Absolutely. Up next we had.
She's been on. Sorry, she's been on telly for the last 7 weeks, so more than she's had in the past couple of years.
Exactly.
Bobby Lashley defeats R-Truth via submission in a quick singles match, but then after Drew Gulak comes, which, by the way, Bobby Lashley really don't care about that belt, huh? He could have easily just fucking pinned him again and had 2 belts instead of 1.
Yeah.
But no, he actually beats up Drew Gulak and then throws him on top of R-Truth. Tom Phillips basically defending that by saying Bobby Lashley wants to be the puppet master, that he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
You know, when you hear shit like that, the commentator even they turn to the mic and go, "What the fuck was that?"
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, and he beats up Drew Gulak and he throws him on top of R-Truth. What the fuck was that? That made no sense.
I don't know what I don't know.
That made no sense. Why didn't he just win? Great move by Bobby. Like, it made no fuck. It just is weird for me. Like, that belt should be like, if I have a chance to beat you, I'm beating you regardless.
Ben, you should buy that belt.
Defend it around across the pond.
Bring it to work.
No, it's shit.
Do you know what Ben does for a living? He works with the elderly. That would be hilarious that the elderly are pinning
Oh my
him.
God, film it.
Yeah, make Susie pin you.
The elderly are pinning.
Yeah, that's worth me job. Yeah, cheers, guys.
Also on Raw this week, we had Ricochet squashing Tucker Knight, which, yes, that's his thing. Not Tucky no more, it's Tucker Knight.
What a horrible,
Hold on. How did they
what a
give
horrible
someone a
ring
name?
gear they gave him.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
Shit.
People are not happy with Tucker. He's already basically squashed. He had the worst.
It's over.
His gear is horrendous.
R.I.P. his career, bro. It's
His
over.
belly's hanging out of his gear.
It's over.
Guys, what do you guys think about... wait, let me finish the story real quick. So Ricochet squashes Tucker Knight via pinfall after hitting the recoil. Ricochet wins quickly, but then Mustafa Ali comes to ringside, and Retribution jump both of them. And Mustafa Ali says no sin is forgiven until it is punished. What do you think about Tucker Knight, Burial, and what do you think about maybe a Ricochet and Mustafa Ali storyline? I'm very happy for that.
That's good. That works for me. I like that.
Ali and Ricochet could be really good, but
I think that's where it kind of should have started at.
Right, maybe.
Kind of there. By the way, I don't know if I told you this before, Ben, but I swear, if not soon, but like next year, you have to be Otis for Halloween or something like that. You got to be Otis.
It works.
I've got the body for it. Didn't get Mandy Rose, though. I get people like Fabulous Moolah, so yeah.
Oh, and also...
He has Fabulous Moolah around him.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's great. Which, I do want to say, though...
No, use your mom. She looks cool. Dress her up like Mandy Rose. It'll be cool. Have your mom walk around like that.
Fuck, that's weird.
Her name is actually Mandy as well. But no, that is...
You see?
I'm scared.
That is...
It's a little weird.
That is weird.
It
is weird.
I do want to say that.
It's a little weird.
I do want to say that the story will work if Ricochet. The story is that they want to recruit him because I think he's being not treated right.
I like it. I like it.
That's a good story.
I like it. Nicole, your thoughts?
I want to know how Tucker got a name.
Facts.
No, but like they just literally, it's like they introduced him like the way you would introduce some jobber that used to fight Ryback back in the day when he first came out.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it's like it's Ryback versus John Smith, Douchebag Joe, and da-da-da.
Oh, it
like,
was a squash.
Guy name, like, you literally
You
jobbed
know,
him out. That's it.
what they need to do with him, what they've done with many people, Jay, with Tucker, turn him naked. Naked Tucker.
Naked Tucker. Let's get it.
I know, right? They leave clothes off of Otis, but put clothes on
Yeah,
Tucker.
that makes no sense. Which
I know where he was going with this. Naked Tucker.
And actually, the better story would be Tucker forces a trade that back to SmackDown, and they could run him and Otis for a little while.
Listen,
like,
he's not a true jobber until he has 2 first names. All true jobbers have 2 first names. So it'd be like Jimmy John or Michael James or John Adam. Those are true jobbers. So
it's
he has to.
2020. People name their kids with weird shit. Tucker could be a first name.
So what's Tucker's last name here?
Knight.
Could be a first name.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's got it.
Also on Raw this week, we had the Hurt Business defeating New Day via pinfall after a distraction from. Sorry, I'm going back on my notes here. The Hurt Business defeat the New Day via pinfall in a non-title match after
Take it down there, though. Take your time there.
Yeah, I'm trying to because I can't read this right. Okay, Southern Benjamin hit his finisher on Xavier Woods. The match was way too long. I remember it was actually very long.
No, it was actually it was a good match.
It was a good match.
It was a good match.
It was a good match, but it was very long.
It was a good match, and I was glad that Hurt Business went over. It builds a better story for them. I like the way that they're doing the pairing as well as it should be, and it's working to where Shelton and Cedric are the tag team. The voice box is MVP, and of course you got the powerhouse Bobby, and MVP made it clear that Bobby is the machine that runs the Hurt
he's
Business.
The CEO, which by the way, can we all agree that the Hurt Business is the best thing on WWE TV right now?
Yeah, of course.
Besides Roman.
Yeah, of course. All right, but my thing is, do they need one more piece?
No.
Okay.
They can, but they don't need it. It's not a need, it's a want.
Let's get another black person in there, guy. Let's get another black person.
So just quick one, guys. There's the New Day, just Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, because isn't Biggie on SmackDown?
Yes, Biggie. Yes. I think Biggie's actually getting a whole new song, a whole new kick. They're separating fully for now.
Yes.
Okay.
And then finally on Raw, we had two things. We had for the Firefly Funhouse with Alexa Bliss doing some Pennywise shit with some gum coming out of her mouth, which, okay. I love Bray Wyatt and Alexa together, though. When she says yowie wowie, I'm pretty sure Ben creams himself. Ben, you enjoy?
Nah, she pretty much says anything and he creams himself.
Oh, okay, well, at least I know that now. But Firefly Funhouse was pretty cool this week, and then we had Drew McIntyre defeating The Miz and John Morrison via pinfall in a 2-on-1 handicap match. I thought it was a really fun match. Morrison, which, by the way, can we? I forgot to say this. Morrison is probably the worst promo on WWE.
Oh, I don't think I've ever really cared to hear Morrison.
Well, I have to listen to Morrison because he's forcefully on my screen every Monday.
I know, but I don't think anybody really goes to Morrison for promos.
I kid you not. Like the Miz cuts a good promo, and then Morrison goes, "Yeah, man, you fucked with the worst of the worst, man. You fucked with the Miz, and when you mess with the Miz." Like it is just like he sounds like he smokes 30 packs a day and he doesn't. Like I don't know what the fuck that's about. Like it's terrible. Like every week I'm like, who gives this man a mic? Is this why he's not WWE champion right now? Yeah, but you're messing with the best of the bad, the coolest of the cool. I'm like, no, bro. And then he stutters too. It's like terrible. It's a fucking train wreck. At the end of the match, Randy Orton RKO's Drew McIntyre, and Randy Orton stands on top. How did you guys enjoy Raw this week? Was it acceptable programming? I thought it was.
Yeah, I like the 2-on-1 match. It actually looked good. They put it together well. Facts. And it was one of those things that it could have been a clusterfuck, but they made it work. And then plus the end made it even better.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a good finish. So, let's go to AEW Dynamite quickly, as it was the go-home show to Full Gear. It started off with Chris Jericho giving credit to Jake Hager for winning his MMA fight last week, and actually showed his battle scars.
Yeah, I think they make them up.
No, they didn't. He got fucked up.
No, he did, but I think they shaded up a little bit more too.
Shrimp.
Yeah.
MJF interrupts Chris Jericho, pointing out that Jericho points out that MJF's killer instinct is in question. Jericho called MJF soft. Then we go on to MJF and Wardlow defeating Ortiz and Sammy Guevara. Red, how'd you enjoy it?
Meh.
I like Wardlow a lot, though. Jericho took credit for motivating
Wardlow's
MJF.
like he's in a cuckold now. Like it's just a weird kind of thing that's going on.
It's a weird
right, Ben? It's like, although you didn't watch it, it's almost like he's in a cuckold right now.
No, anyone that mentions cuckold on a wrestling program's got my ears pricked. But no, I really like Wardlow. I think Wardlow's cool.
Oh my god.
The sad part, I'm glad that Nicole wasn't there. She would be asking questions like, "What the fuck is a cuckold?"
Facts. What's a cuckold?
I'll write the definition down for her when she comes back.
Jericho takes credit for motivating MJF with the early encounter to open up the show. After the win, MJF walked out toward Jericho at commentary and then tackled Jericho. But after they beat each other up, Jericho smiles at seeing MJF's aggression, saying, "I like that. You might be able to join the group." It's happening, guys. It's happening. So MJF brought in the heat to open up the show, and the handsome brother relationship, the whatever the fuck it is growing. But of course, during the match, Sammy Guevara actually, Matt Hardy actually attacked Sammy during the match, right?
Yes, and that's what makes me think about what the fuck are we doing here? It was the masked. First of all, you had two heel teams, and Sammy is the face during this whole match.
Yes.
He got the hot tag. He was coming in. He's doing the big moves.
Well, somebody's got to have it.
Yeah, exactly. But I was like, what the fuck are we doing
give it to the
here?
Young Buck.
What are we doing here? And then he gets attacked, and then he gets the sympathy fucking moment in the match. When the mask guy, it was all over the place. You can't really follow this shit.
I wasn't enjoying the AEW this week at all. The match was not.
Nicole, is this the guy you're on about who's a cheater? That guy.
Oh yeah. I know. It took me a second.
I should have. Yes,
I'm watching Impact on that, so there you go.
I had a brain fart for a second. All those bald white people look the same. No.
and it's funny because she was actually. I should have reached out to her because she was the one that was following the whole story about Carl Anderson and his wife. The whole back and forth. So she was on it. She was sending screenshots.
Well, supposedly they're better now. He probably said, "You leave. I'm taking all your money."
Well, the fact.
I legit was screenshotting her shit. I started following her on Instagram. I was following that.
The ultimate.
It's always great to have a woman insider because they'll follow
Public
all that.
Breakups are amazing as long as they're not mine.
Yeah, like let's keep it private, ladies and gentlemen. Besides, if you're a wrestler.
I love that everybody was going. He cheated in Mario Kart.
That's what he said at first, but I guess.
Yeah, and she's like, I hope she was worth it. I'm like, she's talking about Princess Peach or some shit because I'm pretty sure he fucked her.
Yo, he threw a blue shell at her when she was in first.
He was using Daisy. He was driving with Daisy.
I actually drive with Daisy.
Oh, do you?
I do. But you want to know why? Because
with the smaller wheels.
Yes, smaller. Want to know why? Because it's Daisy. I mean,
it's Daisy. Come on.
She's underrated.
Ben, do you have a PS4?
No, I've got a PlayStation 2.
Oh, because I see pictures that you posted that you was watching a video that you was watching the game, and it looks like there was a PlayStation 4 there.
No, I've got a Sega Mega Drive, obviously, a Sega Saturn, which I never play because it's toss. I've got a SNES, an Atari, and a PlayStation 2, and an Xbox 360. Yeah, I've got all the old school games consoles.
Yeah, he's gonna get an N64 in 2023.
I fucking
ain't nothing
love
wrong with that.
He's gonna be
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
What you got, else, Matt?
Nope.
We had a sit-down interview with Kenny Omega that when he announced he was in a fake home with a dog that wasn't his.
All right, next. I can't. I couldn't with this shit. It's boring as fuck.
Omega pats himself on the back for fighting replacements and not taking buys in his tournament.
I'm more entertained by watching flies fuck when he talks.
Yeah,
Jesus
honestly.
Christ.
How do you admit this is not my dog, this is not my house?
Yes, Nicole, I'm into some weird shit. So, and Tony Schiavone's like, oh, okay. Why the fuck am I breaking and entering and doing an interview in somebody's house?
Yeah, who broke into someone's?
Fucking stupid.
It was stupid. Okay, let's move on. Miro defeats Trent in a quick and dominating match. What do you guys think about Miro's singles debut?
Once again, it's one of those stories that we're bringing back the mother again. We're gonna bring the mom back.
Because by the way, Rusev is a terrible promo as well in this. You heard that, right?
Yeah.
You're the mother. You're like, I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Honestly, not.
It's
good.
better. Let him just be a Bolshevik or some shit. I don't know what the fuck it is.
I don't know what the deal is, but Miro beats Trent quickly there. Then we had another interview with Hangman Page. He had a whiskey in hand for the interview.
God. You know what's the great part of this interview is that I thought him and JR were drunk as fuck.
Yo, I honestly was sitting there going, where's JR's drink?
Exactly. JR's like, no, not
I
on
drank
camera.
Before.
Not on camera, pal.
I do it off shoot. I do it on shoot. So that happened. Team Taz was then angry about not having any matches on Full Gear. Taz thought it was horse shit, of course, once again. Shit. It's
a great promo, but you know what's killing me too is, and I don't know how you guys will probably think about it, I really don't want Tony Khan to be mentioned.
Yeah, me either. Well, they mentioned Vince.
Yeah, but Vince, with Vince, it was different because
he's a creative genius. Tony Khan's a money backer.
No. But not only that, Vince was done because of the element of what was going on during the Attitude Era with Stone Cold. That was different because of the whole Brett Screw Brett thing, and then you had to have the whole the Vince McMahon element that's holding down Stone Cold. That was a different thing. AEW doesn't need that. Why do you need to have to mention Tony Khan as the puppet master? You're actually making him look shit because everybody's going, what the fuck does he know about wrestling? He doesn't know shit. So
yeah, I know.
You should have more of a figurehead that really knows wrestling or somebody. I don't know.
It was a good promo though, and it showed that we might be seeing Brian Cage and Cody Rhodes feud soon, which I'm not mad at because they actually could be good. Taz made a strong case, and he made Brian Cage and Ricky Starks over. That's what the job was. That's what they did. Sammy got revenge later on the night after the Young Bucks defeated Private Party, but throughout the match, Sammy comes out of nowhere and hits Matt Hardy with a twist of fate on the stage. Red, your face says it all.
I don't know, man. Like I said, this is another one that really doesn't fucking make any sense to me. I just like Sammy, and don't. If you have any intentions of turning her face, don't do it.
Please don't. Please don't. It's like Randy Orton. Don't turn face.
Yeah.
Young Bucks defeat Private Party though. The contest was what you would expect. Flashy, flippy shit.
Flippity poo.
There were some neat callbacks to their previous matches I recognized, but the story was Matt Jackson's ankle. He began gimpy, and actually, it's confirmed he actually has a severe injury that he's going to wrestle through. Okay. So
my hero.
Afterward, FTR attacked the Young Bucks and set up for another ankle snapper. This time, Hangman ran out for the save before Matt could be permanently injured, which I thought Hangman didn't want to be a part of the Elite no more. Whatever. Makes no sense. Eddie Kingston and Jon Moxley had a face-to-face promo battle to hype their I Quit match at Full Gear. Tony Khan decreed no physicality or else the match would be canceled. Kingston wasn't happy with who he's become, but that's what it took to get the title shot. He claimed with bravado that he would ruin Moxley.
Nicole, what you thought of that promo? Because you were telling me about it before.
Oh, how he looked like he aggressively wanted to make out with Moxley.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right. Very passionate, sexy, and hot.
Ain't nothing wrong with
I don't know. It just,
ain't nothing wrong with little man on man.
It was a little too much for me with the whole, I think that, like the whole thing with his mom, like, I don't have a family or a girl or a life or anybody because of this. And it's like, well, that's really unfortunate for you, bro.
Come on,
like,
Pa. Come on, you ruined my life, Pa.
Cue the music, baby.
See, to me, that's very, very face kind of stuff, that is. Saying shit like that.
Yeah, it is.
In my
right,
opinion.
yeah.
In my
I gotta bring
opinion,
the
anyway.
belt home to mommy.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's very face stuff, but now that you mentioned that they wanted to make art, I'm looking forward to watching AEW now. So.
Yo, like he was like literally like in his face. Like they were about to like get into some rough, crazy shit the way he was in his
They were about to
face.
fuck.
Like at one point I think their lips touched.
They were about to fuck.
Yeah, baby. There was a picture that I shared where they put the hand on that was supposed to be Moxley, and it looks like it's touching Eddie Kingston's face.
Yeah.
So it looks like it looked like a notebook, like
the caress
poster or some shit like that.
Right. Sounds pretty hot to me. So that was a pretty good promo between them two. My highlight of the night was seeing Pac back.
That was a great fucking video.
Pac had a psychotic
Ben,
vignette.
you should look at that video. That's actually a good video.
Yeah, well, I'm going to watch AEW after I've watched Impact. I'm currently watching Ethan Page versus Luke Gallows, so I'm quite happy.
I'm happy to see Pac come back. It was a vignette of him losing his mind in isolation. He's been there before, and it only makes him better. I'm happy to see
the
what
magic
Pac
that
does.
you guys could do with your iPhones is crazy.
Honestly, iPhone's bananas. The
He
natural.
looks great.
He does. He looks fun. He looks fantastic.
Then we had Nyla Rose defeating Red Velvet. A quick, which by the way, terrible name.
Why? People love desserts. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, to eat, not to watch.
Sounds like a porn star name.
Yeah, Red Velvet. Yo, I watched Red Velvet last night.
I rubbed myself out to Red Velvet.
I watched Red Velvet.
Multiple times.
The highlight of that match was just Vicky Guerrero going off on Brandy Rhodes. That was funny.
But the fact was that she squashed him. That's the way she should have done
because she's
it.
being built up for a title match.
Exactly.
It just is what it is. What it is.
Just a quick one, guys. Before Pac left, he was in the Death Triangle with Phoenix and Pentagon. So
wasn't he just starting it? Like it wasn't a thing yet?
Yeah,
he was making it?
Yeah, it was just
COVID struck.
So is he just on his own then? He's not joining Eddie Kingston's little circle.
I think he's going to be on his own for now, but I do think that we will see the custody of the Lucha Bros, like the custody of Dominic coming real soon.
Yeah, exactly.
We get a quick
Mexicans on a pole match.
Yes.
That's exactly what Joe Biden wants to see.
Yes.
Yes. The relationship between Hangman and Omega was given the musical montage. Red, did you enjoy that musical performance of "Don't Know What You Got" by Cinderella?
No. And I only can imagine whose fault was that. Jericho.
Yeah, that was Jericho. That was old Jericho. Darby Allin moped over to an automobile. Darby Allin broke the window with his skateboard, then ran over a fake Cody. Another artistic scene. Red, did you like that? I didn't. It was pretty weird.
No. Like I said, it's whatever.
That's on NXT.
It's one of those. What are you guys having your own show over there? You're doing your own show there? No,
she's trying to like get in on this.
Oh,
shit.
okay.
She watches sometimes.
All right.
There you go.
Is that what you do? You punish her by having her watch wrestling with you?
Yes.
Okay.
No. Especially AEW.
Darby.
I don't get the whole. I don't.
Punish me by talking
This is a bad build up. Especially this is a bad. It's a bad way of putting it together. Especially with that video montage.
Yeah, I think it's too much.
Yeah.
Then Cody, Billy, and Austin Gunn defeat Colt Cabana, John Silver, and 10
as a main event.
Main event of the show.
Jesus. Well, they didn't open with it, so yeah.
Thank God. You're right.
Yeah, right.
Pick and choose your battles. So you're right.
You're right.
Cody closed the show with a promo towards Darby Allin. Cody claims that Allin believes TNT does not want the Sad Boy as a champion. Cody does announce that he is officially back to Cody Rhodes and that Allin will not be winning the TNT Championship because he's not the ace.
And the crowd goes mild.
What do you think about the main event and the last promo cut, guys? What do you guys think?
Not one of Cody's best and not what I would have closed the show with. It was like, whatever.
Gun Club should never be anywhere near the main event. Austin Gunn is clearly on fucking Valium or something as well.
I gotta give it to Billy Gunn though, man. For his age, man, the fucker can still go, man. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Austin Gunn's insane. Like he has more head shakes than D'Lo Brown. So
I'm weak. So that was AEW. Ben, I don't want to go further because I don't want you to watch it with your own ears and your own eyes. So I hope you enjoy it later on.
He wants to make sure you watch it with your own ears. Just to make sure of that.
Yeah, listen and watch.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks for burying me, dickhead. Let's go to NXT as we had
watch the Moxley thing in slow motion. They will make out.
Yes.
Yes.
Emotionally and sexy. NXT opened up with a surprise win here as we had Dakota Kai defeating the recent returned Ember Moon.
I was shocked.
Very surprised by this.
I was shocked.
The match actually felt like it would be a strong win, but instead we got Raquel Gonzalez causing a minor distraction, and Kai defeats Moon. This works well for Dakota Kai, I think. I think it gives her credibility. She's been off the past couple of weeks per month.
And I'm happy they were able to pull the trigger on that just because somebody makes a comeback that all of a sudden you got to give them wins.
Yeah,
fuck that. I like that.
And I'm a true believer that
she could build her way up, can't she? She could build her way up from the bottom now, Ember Moon can, so that's good.
Yeah, absolutely, and I don't know if you guys agree with me on this one, but I think Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez should be split up. I think Raquel Gonzalez could be a monster on her own.
No, not yet.
And I think Dakota should go up to the main roster at this point. She's lost fucking 45 times for the belt. How many times do we have to give her this opportunity? How many more times?
There needs to be like some climactic crap. Like eventually she's gonna have to fuck her over for them to break up. You know?
Right. Something. Give me something.
They can't just break up.
Right.
Well, of course. I mean, I think where they're gonna pull the Wardlow here with Raquel, maybe find out she's being used, the usual shit. Also on NXT, we had Timothy Thatcher, which, Red, you take the stage here because you were just telling me in the group chat we had that Timothy Thatcher owned NXT this week.
Oh, definitely, and of course we love that whole the workout sessions.
Love it. He terrorized another one of his students in his Thatch can demonstration, but then the student he did that to last week attached the teacher from behind.
But it's doing it every week though. I don't like that though. I just what you should do is just bend them, twist them, let them get mad, and then if they try to come, fuck them up. That's it. It's not, I don't know. I think they're doing this just so they can work an angle to where they can find Thatcher somebody to get into a program with. Listen, if it wasn't Pete Dunne, Thatcher would have been great with fucking McAfee.
Yeah, absolutely. Agreed. Excuse me. We get Kushida versus...
Wait a minute. How are you going to fucking delete us, man? We're friends of you guys are friends of the show. That's crazy.
Who deleted us?
Impact Fan Nation. What the hell?
Wow, okay.
No, all right, pa.
All right, bye, no problem.
All right.
We have Kushida versus Cameron Grimes. Cameron Grimes is hilarious. After being terrorized by zombies last week, Grimes was very on edge. But hey, still alive. Zombies eat people, so he should consider himself lucky.
Yo, I'm so mad at this though. Nicole, did you see that?
No.
You didn't see the Cameron Grimes afraid of zombie shit?
Oh, that. Yes, I did watch that.
Train
I
wreck.
didn't see the match last week.
Train wreck. It should be him scared of Dexter Loomis, not zombies.
Exactly.
He was scared of everything. He was scared to walk through the door. They made him such a big pussy on that whole Halloween Havoc thing.
Listen, you're a hillbilly. You're
used to guns and zombies.
Your neighbors look like fucking
Regal,
zombies.
Mr. Regal, please don't make me go outside, Mr. Regal.
You're used to red ribbon, blue ribbon, and fucking Trump and zombies. So whatever.
Your cousin, who was also maybe my future wife, Sue Bell, looks like a zombie too. Like, what the fuck are you afraid of, guy?
I'm weak.
Honestly. Hey Ben, do they have hillbillies in England?
We call them gypsies, travelers.
Gypsies,
okay,
yes.
Yeah. That sounds racist.
A little bit.
I have those.
Cameron takes advantage with a Spanish fly, a good back and forth, but then Kushida catches him with a hoverboard lock for the submission. Kushida is on a roll, guys. I think he should be in line for a title shot whenever Finn Balor returns.
Either that or he's going for that North American title.
Him versus Johnny Gargano would be fucking money. So I'm happy to see Kushida get the love he deserves. There. Pat McAfee's crew made another statement this week. They interrupted a tag match between Everrise and everyone's favorite odd couple, Drake Maverick and Killian Dane. Everrise needs to get released. I can't stand these fucking guys. I can't. They scream.
Not Young Bucks.
Yeah,
exactly. We are not the Young Bucks.
They're the fat Dollar General versions of the Young Bucks with no talent. I'm sorry.
They're the penny sales, Nicole. They're the penny sales of the Young Bucks.
The old fucks.
Yeah, no, honestly, the old fucks.
Yo, I heard they've been wrestling. They were like wrestling for like 10 years.
Yeah, it doesn't show. It doesn't show.
Apparently,
They have no.
Kevin Owens is a big fan of them as well. Apparently.
Yeah,
I guess what I'm not a fan of them.
I think they worked in Ring of Honor early in the years. They were there. They did jobs there. Yeah,
they have the worst look in wrestling. I swear. You know they say look matters.
Yeah.
Yowzers. But Pat McAfee's crew disrupts the match. Pat McAfee cut an amazing long promo, which he's very good at. The reason why he's booked here, ladies and gentlemen, he's the manager. He's the leader of the group. The man can ramble for 5 minutes and it's entertaining, honestly.
Sounds like someone we know. Santi! So, yeah.
Yeah. He put over Undisputed Era before claiming his crew were their replacement. They lit the Undisputed Era flag on fire. What do you thought about this segment?
I thought it was cool.
I was a very big fan of this.
Yeah, they're heels, and I think Ben will like it too.
Pete Dunne looks amazing.
I know Nicole didn't like it because she loves Undisputed Era, so that was not a.
I don't like Pat McAfee.
Oh
yeah, Pete Dunne was $1 million.
I still don't know who Pat McAfee is, and I don't like how incredibly brown Pete Dunne is because those English people aren't brown. So
wait, what was that about Pete Dunne?
I mean, I like it.
He called him brown.
So, yeah, he's very like. If you notice, Pete Dunne's very, very tanned. He's from Birmingham. They're as white as fucking ghosts. Trust me. And then, has this team got a name? Have they got an intro and stuff, like music and stuff?
No, not yet. No. But it's funny. I was listening to Cornette and Brian Last had said that he liked Pete Dunne, but he started to look at Pete Dunne a little bit more, and he says it looks like he's starting to look more like Becky Lynch with a beard. I was like, whoa, wait, what?
No,
I was like, no.
He looks like
no.
He looks like Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, no, that's exactly who he looks like more.
I mean, yeah,
he does.
He looks like Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, it looks more.
But I like it. I like it. Gets these guys on tally. Pete Dunne's always a good guy as long as he doesn't have to speak too much. Give him a name.
Why?
Give him their own music.
I like
cool.
I like Pete Dunne's accent.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
I'm a fan of it.
It's a Brummy accent. It's fucking horrible.
After that segment, they walk into the parking lot.
Is he a gypsy?
No, he's not a gypsy.
Oh,
no,
okay.
He's just the Brummy accent, Birmingham accent. It's horrible.
Oh, okay.
They go into the parking lot where Killian Dane was waiting to attack, but even the Beast of Belfast can take on 4 men at once. They absolutely destroy Killian Dane, and it seems like we'll be getting Team Hell No, Drake Maverick, and Killian Dane as a unit for the foreseeable future. Pat McAfee tells Pete Dunne, "I like what you did there. That was a little aggressive. We'll talk about it later." Pretty funny there. And then what else happened on NXT this week? That was good. Candice LeRae got her revenge on Shotzi Blackheart this week after she ran over her little tank with a truck.
Yes. Yes. Fuck that tank.
By the way, you didn't mention who Shotzi Blackheart was wrestling.
Toni Storm.
Oh. The face of Nicole.
Wow, it's just like Toni Storm?
Oh, she loves Toni Storm.
Oh, Toni Storm is awesome.
She's
awesome. The distraction, of course. The distraction caused Shotzi Blackheart to lose.
Oofa. We have something in common, dear. No, you know what kills me? That match could have actually been good.
Yeah.
But I hate the finish. I hate the way they tie it up. It's so stupid.
I'm not a fan of it. I mean, I love Shotzi Blackheart. I love Candice LeRae, but like, it just, I don't know.
They got rid of the tank, Ben.
The tank's gone.
Yes.
And then she consoled her. It was really sad.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, the consoling part.
It was like, oh no, your tank got run over. Let me hug you. It was very strange.
I'm going to watch NXT this week. Yeah, I think. I think I'll watch NXT now that happens. Now that there's two women hugging.
Now there's two women hugging and a tank dies.
Toni Storm's ass is enough reason to watch that show.
Wow.
Yes. I'm just gonna let that hang out there for a little bit.
Let that hang. Let that hang.
Because, like I said, you're growing on me, girl. You're growing on me. Next up.
Shotzi Blackheart gets distracted from there, and Toni Storm and Shotzi Blackheart lose their minds over the tank being destroyed. Rest in peace.
They didn't
tank.
even destroy it right. It got caught in the front of the wheels of the truck. It wasn't squashed. It just was pushed.
Yeah, it was.
It just looks like someone's got it.
Do anything right.
The truck didn't sell. The tank didn't sell. Yeah, the tank didn't sell. It didn't sell the rollover.
Just looks like someone's taken the top off it and put it on the other side of the road.
Yeah.
It's weird. She should have got out and just kicked fuck out of it with a jackhammer or something.
Right.
Agreed. It was a little underwhelming, to say the least.
There was a guy in a screen mask in the back. Was that Gargano, by the way?
Nope, that is Indy Hartwell, I think. After her sending them gifts, I think it's her trying to show that she wants to be a part of their crew.
Yeah, Gargano was like spinning wheels with him and shit at his dinner table.
Yeah.
Why she got a screen mask on?
Halloween. I'm kidding. I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, I guess the one with the Halloween Havoc theme.
Yeah. In the main event of the night, guys, though, Tommaso Ciampa defeated Velveteen Dream. Honestly, if my notes didn't say main event, I would put it with all the rest category because I didn't give a fuck. I did not enjoy this match at all. Dream keeps losing. Whatever. Tommaso Ciampa is awesome as usual. I fucking love Tommaso Ciampa. I always have. He's a great in-ring worker as well as. A good tweener. He reminds me of a kind of a Venom, an anti-hero kind of guy, and it works. Don't like Velveteen Dream. It's not because of the allegations. I just am over the gimmick. And that ended NXT. Any thoughts before we go on to SmackDown about the main event?
No.
It was boring.
Yeah.
Cameron Grimes and Kushida should have main event, in my opinion.
Sounds like Dream's getting punished to me.
No.
But that was probably the best match of that program, actually. But I also think that he's doing his penance because he's doing it willingly. Because he's fucking overselling like a fuck, too. Like, it's weird what he's doing. But it was still a great match between those two. They actually had a solid match.
Absolutely. So that ended NXT, and let's go around to SmackDown because I was very pleased with SmackDown this week. It started off with Sasha Banks and Bayley fighting for the SmackDown Women's Championship, and I thought the match was very good. I was surprised at how good I thought this match was, honestly. I did not expect anything. To be honest, I expected a false finish. But no, we get Sasha Banks winning clean by submission, and then Carmella comes out of nowhere with red gear, which I'll explain in a second, to attack Sasha Banks, saying she's back. And let me go right into it. Why did she wear red gear? Well, the rumor right now, guys, if you haven't heard, is that Carmella will now be going by the gimmick All Red Everything with hopes to have a match with Eva Marie, and the winner will keep the All Red Everything gimmick. I kid you not.
No.
Yes.
No, wait. No.
They're giving Carmella the All Red Everything gimmick right now.
Yeah.
So that when Eva Marie returns, they're gonna have a winner is the all red everything. Basically, I think it's bullshit and it's stupid, but that's the rumor right now. Because Eva Marie is scheduled to return. It is confirmed. She has signed a deal with WWE. She will be back. And last time I remember, she was on SmackDown. So I think that her and Carmella might have a little feud later on, maybe early next year. So what do you guys think about that? And what do you think about the match? Because I thought Sasha and Bayley was fucking great. Her first title defense with a victory.
Nicole, what do you watch? Did you get to watch it?
Yeah, I spent half the time talking in the group on the group page about Bailey's ass and trying to figure out what her new tattoo is.
Nicole, you like asses.
No, it started a huge debate about Tony Storm's ass versus Bailey's ass.
Bailey's ass all day.
Tony Storm all day.
Bailey's ass is
Bailey has a new tattoo. So
As a matter of fact, that was the whole thing. It was, she has a new tattoo. What is it? It's like, what is it? What's on it?
And then I was annoyed by Sasha's ring attire, as usual.
Oh, geez. Not a Sasha fan.
No, but you know what happened? I got called into it because Whole Milk tagged me and was like, I want Sasha to lose. Right, Nicole? Because he knows I hate that bitch.
Yeah, you know. We know you do. But I thought it was a good match. I really did. Sasha retaining was cool. It gives her credibility, and I think that Carmella being a force in the championship picture looks good for now. If it ends up being her and Eva Marie, then fuck it, I'll go to the bathroom during that fucking match. But whatever, it's only speculation for now.
I saw Carmella attack Sasha Banks, which is fine because I don't like Sasha Banks anyway, and Carmella looks banging. But as for Eva Marie and Carmella, I'll go to the bathroom, but after and for different reasons.
Wow, that's what I want to hear, buddy. Keep doing it in front of me. We get.
I just hope Carmella got better. Like, I'm sorry, she was never really like she was. I don't know, like very clean and like I don't want to say predictable, maybe.
No, she was.
So, like, hopefully, good. You put her in pleather. Congratulations. Is she any good?
I hope that she changes her ring style a little bit. I mean, of course she's a heel now, so hopefully we get new heel moves and different tactics, maybe a new in-ring style, because you can't just change the gear on somebody and say she's different. No, she still has the same bullshit.
Is Corey Graves the commentator on SmackDown?
Yes,
that's why she's on it.
Make him a fucking heel commentator then.
Yeah, it's already out in the open. I mean, Michael Cole says it every week how they're fucking dating, so you might as well be a dick and be biased with her.
Make him fucking love her and say all really good.
He does. Well, when before she left, he did. Even when she was doing that dumb shit with R-Truth, he did.
Yeah.
Also on
even when she won the 24/7 title, he was like, finally, I can go to sleep at night.
Oh yeah, I don't have to deal with this anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever the hell he would say.
Right, I remember that. Also on SmackDown this week, we had Ruby Riott with a brand new look, defeating Natalya and Zelina Vega via submission to be on Team SmackDown. I loved it. The match was not good, but Ruby Riott with a new look, the new haircut, looks good. I'm happy she got it's sort of a push, and I'm happy to see her and Bianca Belair be members of Team SmackDown. It was very cool to see. The Street Profits try to pump up Big E for a scouting report on the New Day. What a weird segment. Big E's playing trouble with some random chick. I don't know what that was about, but the Profits come in, go up to him asking to join the Championship Lounge with him just to get information on the New Day for their match at Survivor Series, but Big E shoots it down, and they have a random screaming contest. No, a laughing contest. Seems like Billie Kay has a new gimmick as she is a detective and selling what she knows for clout. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Lars Sullivan has another interview read. Nicole, what do you think about this Heidenreich returning to SmackDown?
To me, once again, it's another story of you're putting a face story on this guy. Oh, they used to bully me as a kid. It's a face story. It
is a face story. Because my lunch was stolen as a kid, and I'm a face.
Yeah, so yeah, pretty much. Nicole, is Heidenreich / Lars Sullivan your cup of tea?
I don't get it. They grew up calling him a freak. Why? What's wrong with you? What is wrong with him other than the fact that he's freakishly tall? Like, what's wrong with him?
And he has gay side.
Well, that too. But I'm saying, like, he grew up being called a freak. Why? Are you missing a thumb? Like, is your ear half bitten off? Why? Like, it makes no sense to me. I think the whole freak thing is stupid.
I don't understand how a guy looking like that can get bullied because he just kicked the fuck out of anyone. So I don't get how he can be bullied.
Well, supposedly he wasn't this built back then, and then once he got bullied, he gained the muscle. That's what he was saying. And then he screamed into Michael Cole's ear, giving him ear rape. That was what the entire segment. I kid you not.
I honestly don't even know why he's back.
Neither do I.
Because Vince wants to have sex with him. It makes no sense. I don't like Lars Sullivan. He has no look. It's Vladimir Kozlov 2.0. In 5 months, he'll be dancing with Santino Marella. Let's be honest. What else happened on SmackDown? We get quick Survivor Series qualifying match between King Corbin and Rey Mysterio. After King Corbin attacks Rey Mysterio in the back after not finding Aaliyah. King Corbin wins by a simple distraction by Murphy and Rollins. After King Corbin wins, he's the new member of Team SmackDown. Rollins runs down and attacks Dominic as a distraction for Rey. Like I said, Rollins being the distraction here. Murphy and Aaliyah ran down as well as Rey yelled for Murphy to leave. So, what do you think about King Corbin being a member of Team SmackDown? Needed or
he always
throws him in there.
They always weasel their way in. But here's the better part about this: I don't care about this Mysterio family shit anymore. I'm done with this shit.
It's gonna be here for way longer because after that we had Seth Rollins and Otis for a Survivor Series qualifying match, and Seth Rollins wins by distraction of Murphy. At the end of the match, Aaliyah is pissed off at Murphy for joining sides with Rollins, just for Murphy to say, "Trust me, it's for the greater good." So it seems like we'll be getting Aaliyah inside of the Rollins and Murphy stable here. She will be leaving the Mysterio family and turning heel as a Miss Elizabeth wannabe. Fun and interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I enjoyed SmackDown, but there were parts that made me go oomph. But Rollins does defeat Otis and is the new member of SmackDown. SmackDown Survivor Series team, sorry. Jey Uso is supposed to have an exclusive interview tonight, but Roman and Paul Heyman cut it off saying, you need authorization by the tribal chief to have an interview. Not you. You don't make any decisions anymore. I do. Ray, what do you think about this whole story with Roman, Jay, Nicole? What do you think about this story? I loved it. Just want to point out at the end, though, Jey Uso defeats Kevin Owens via pinfall after an Uso splash. Wait, hold on. Sorry. My shit's going up and down right now. Reigns met Uso on the entrance ramp after the match, and the duo posed to close the show. What do you think about, like I said, what do you think about this whole thing with Roman and Jay and him not doing anything without Roman's approval?
It's the better storyline. It's the probably the best storyline that's in wrestling right now. It's working.
People are saying they should bring Tamina in this, and the other brother.
I mean, who's not to say it's not? Who's not to say that it's not going that route? It pretty much
It might.
And yeah, you gotta tote the line, and that's the way it's gonna go. I want to see the slow burn, the slow turn of how each of them start accepting. Even bring the other family members like, listen, this is what family does. This is what you gotta do. And hell yeah, fuck it, yeah. This is what's going down. I like it.
Nicole, what do you think?
I think bringing in is the other brother like going through legal issues or
he's
still injured? Yeah, he's still injured.
He's still hurt.
Okay, but I feel like bringing him in will defeat the whole purpose.
Why?
Because I feel like they'll automatically turn them into a tag team again. Because or then you're still not gonna know which one they are. I still don't know who's who.
Yeah, one of them needs long hair, and just we need to
like significantly make them look different for them to like not be confused for each other anymore. Because they broke him out to make him a twin again. It won't work.
Agreed, but I am enjoying the story there. Jay and Kevin Owens was a good match. 2 members of Team SmackDown. Just as we expected, Roman Reigns as a heel is working. We knew this a while ago, Vince. We knew this a while ago. And that's wrestling around the squared circle, guys. And let's do the MVPs, the superstars of the week. Nicole, start off. Who is your superstar of the week?
I don't know.
Do you want me to come back to you?
I don't know. I only half-ass watched everything.
Skip button. All right. Red, who do you got?
I'm going to go with McAfee, man. The way he put over fucking the crew this week, man. I fucks with that heavy, man. I like that.
Good. Pat McAfee, great promo work. And do you think he was the missing piece of Oney Lorcan and Birch?
He might be a missing piece for a lot of things that's going on in NXT right now.
He has the jib for jab.
Yeah.
Listen, I think when Triple H found out he had a podcast and a fucking talk show and he could actually talk like that,
yeah.
I mean, that's all money there. Ben, who do you got? I know you didn't watch much, but based on what we said, who is your superstar of the week?
Candice LeRae for fucking getting rid of that bastard Tank.
Wow, listen. Listen, man, I can't disagree with you there, man. Candice LeRae is yours.
And I am currently watching Impact, and Ethan Page, just because of his facial expressions and his selling ability, fucking spot on, that guy.
I love Ethan Page. Nicole, anyone?
I'm gonna give it to Tony Storm for that ass. There we go.
There you go.
There you go. There you go. For that ass. And I'm gonna go with. I know Nicole's gonna hate me for this, but I'm gonna go with Sasha Banks this week.
Sasha Banks for actually keeping the title.
For keeping the title for once, and it was actually a very good match. I think Sasha held her own this week. Honestly, I know Nicole hates me for this one, but I'm gonna go with Sasha Banks.
So here's a quick question, guys. I'm sorry, keep you going, but
no, go
so
ahead.
there's two family storylines going on SmackDown.
Yeah, it's the Maury show.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Because you've got the Mysterios, and then you've got the Reigns and Usos as well. Is that a bit too much?
But it's okay. So the Usos is more of like the Samoan dynasty thing, like in knowing your rank, and the Usos is basically a rebellious teenage daughter.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, Aaliyah doesn't wear clothes and is dating a man almost twice her age.
She's looking a bit like a trollop. She's getting much of a trollop mode. Yeah.
You're hanging out backstage in a leather dress, girl. Why?
I'll give SmackDown a watch this week, then.
For sure.
And also, just a quick one. Do you guys think Rich Swann becoming Impact champion is good?
What do you say?
Yeah. Rich Swann being an Impact, it's good for no one. Actually,
no,
it's
I don't like it at all.
You give a mid-card guy a belt. You have so much talent out there. It's almost like a transitional championship. I don't understand.
Yeah, don't sign me up for this. I'm not a fan of this at all.
The guy who was on 205?
Yep.
Oh.
The thing is, Eric Young was a really, really good fucking champion. He's a good fucking character as well.
Wasted the momentum.
Massively surprised that he lost in that match. Same as EC3, I'm shocked he lost in that match as well. But that match was a good fucking match, and obviously EC3 is in Ring of Honor now as well. So
yeah.
And
that was we didn't mention that in news. That there's talk that he's done with Impact and he's on his way to Ring of Honor now.
Who, Eric Young?
EC3.
Oh yeah, no, I think so as well.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right, so guys, that'll wrap us up here at Turnbuckle Tabloid on Get Vocal, and as always, thank you guys for partaking. Thank you, Nicole, and thank you for Big Ben. Thank you, Big Ben.
Thank you, Nicole,
for partaking on this episode as much as everything else that goes on every week. And guys, check you guys on the next go around, because as of this episode, we're finishing up. Take a bump and make sure you follow us everywhere. See you guys later.
Later.
Turnbuckle Tabloid.
3, 2, 1.
Turnbuckle Tabloid.